what you would do.
Bye,
I'm getting
Jimmy.
a brand new nice one.
Wow. I'm just saying, I
don't think she wants her engagement ring soldered.
Not soldered. They do a gold thing.
Every time she looks down at her finger, every time she washes her, I did all that. You get the credit. Every time she shows her friends, you get credit. You get credit for that ring every day, so it's got to be perfect. And Steven Singer gets that. At Steven Singer Jewelers, they have the perfect system to make sure you get the perfect ring. Steven Singer knows how important it is, and it's painless. So many of our guys have made the trip to Steven Singer, including our own young Sam.
Hey,
and I got a brother-in-law, too, that went there as well. What are you waiting for? Just go online to IHateStevenSinger.com or head to his store at the other corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly. With Steven's 100% money-back guarantee, you'll get the best service, best value, and best experience. This is a guy you can trust with the most important gift you'll ever give. Steven Singer Jewelers, the other corner of 8th and Walnut, on the phone at 1-888-I-HATE-STEVENSInger. Or online at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Dopey, are you leaving?
I'm not Dopey.
No, I'm staying.
Him.
Oh, you mean Norton?
Look, he doesn't look like a Snow White character. Scram. We're done. This is my show now.
Whoa.
You know what, Sam? Sam is
trying to see what Roger Moore wrote to me. He wrote to Jim.
Yeah, what did he write?
I am delighted to be on your, I think it's show. He wrote me a nice little autograph.
Nice.
Delighted.
He took his time with every autograph.
You know why Sam's all nervous that you're doing this show? Sam has 2 guests coming on, right? Do you have the?
Well, I mean, who are your guests? Kelly from Bob's podcast.
I was an asshole, I guess, according to him. And,
yeah, you don't believe that.
Wow, Joe has a problem with everyone.
When were you an asshole, Bonnie?
Well, I did his.
Everywhere she appeared.
I did a short for him where I played a.
I was in one of the shorts.
Yes, that's right.
Mine did way better than yours.
Okay,
wow.
Fantastic.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
Things up.
So
why didn't you call me and tear me down for 20 minutes?
Did you and him have a?
Wait, he teared you down?
So I went. I did.
By the way, your short was very, very funny.
I didn't watch it, but
you play a boss.
Yes, I wanted to play.
I
wanted to play the character a little differently, and he didn't want me to, which I thought was a little weird. That he wouldn't just let people do it.
They know
however they wanted to do.
It's terrible.
I know it's a joke, but the problem is it's a bad one.
But it had none of the
deal.
makings of a joke.
Go ahead. It
was wordplay. Let's give.
Go ahead.
It was good wordplay.
It's kind of uncomfortable story. I'm trying to get out of it.
He's starting to love words.
Is this really an uncomfortable story?
I feel bad. It's my wife and a friend.
I want to hear
it's a real
your wife's more
situation?
important than your friend.
So
what
as soon as
happened,
Joe
Bonnie?
gets here, he comes in.
Bonnie, what
It's
happened?
great.
I said to him, he was telling everybody what the rundown was going to be, and I said, "When do we order pizza?" And I was, half joking, but half wanted pizza. You know what I mean? But I would have went and gotten my own pizza. I was just
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
trying to kind of bust his balls about it, and then so that was irritating to him. He had to order pizza now. He said I put him in a situation.
You got mad because you asked for pizza?
Yeah, he had to buy the whole crew pizza. I said I would have paid for it.
Joe's a chiseler.
What was the whole crew? How many people were on the crew?
I don't know. There was a lot of people there.
Like
No,
12?
No, it's a real.
Yeah,
it's a
like
real
there's one
set.
person that just gets you to
Sam?
sign shit. I mean, I don't know how.
There's 5 or 6.
But how many pizzas is it?
Who think he was going to come in?
You're nervous,
I don't know.
huh?
There was Well, this was the other thing. So then we wanted half cheese, half peppers and onions, and he wouldn't do it. He's like, no, you'll get all cheese. And there was like 3 of us that were like, but we want peppers and onions. Just do it on half. And he was like, no, just cheese.
What?
Because he was controlling it, and then finally I was like, Joe, just get it. And then he was like, fine, and he got mad. And then it came, and then I guess I might have, in front of the crew and everything, that made, I was disrespecting the
the director.
the director
leader,
by
right.
forcing him to get
He really
half.
is, but he's really mad.
So
they
then,
don't talk.
So then, they don't talk. Yeah, no. So then I spilled a little piece of the one of the peppers on
It's all over pizza.
in the thing. Well, no, it
gets
more
worse.
than that.
All right.
And then I went to clean up, but Joe started losing his
What'd
mind,
you
and I
spill it
got
on?
On a chair.
embarrassed in front of everyone, where he was like, "Jesus Christ, Bonnie, you're getting it all over!" And I was trying to clean up, and then I go, "It's not my fault," which I guess I shouldn't have yelled that and walked out. I was just whatever. And so then he was this. I find this all out later, by the way. I don't know this is happening.
Okay.
And then he was mad that he had to clean up the pizza, and then I didn't
Off the
go.
chair.
Yeah, I didn't go get water or anything. I just left because I did. It was a bad move on my part. I didn't.
Well, it's like I heart Huckabees.
Yes. So then stuff just kept happening, and then you know, and then he wanted me to play this really angry character. So then I had to be angry, like whatever. And I would be angry. And then he got mad that I was angry at the shoot.
But he wanted you to take it seriously.
Right, but I wasn't allowed to be angry in between shots. But I kind of had to because it was like a very...
Yeah, you play the
it was like exhausting to try to just be like...
Right.
Whatever.
Method.
So he was kind of getting on my nerves,
He's
too.
kind of intense.
And whatever. And
I showed up unprepared.
So, well, this is what happened at the end.
Really...
I knew all my lines. I was like, I had a character ready to go that he wouldn't let me do. Anyway,
What do you mean he wouldn't let you do a character?
I wanted to play the character a little more like
Yeah.
Valley Girl.
And he wouldn't have it.
No, he wanted me to just be an angry.
He didn't even want you to have peppers on your pizza.
Right? No, he's controlling. He's like a real director. So anyway, this happens. It's fine. I leave. I know we didn't have the greatest shooting relationship. I guess at one point while he was telling me what to do, I go, I really hate you, and
But you were joking.
I was, but I was also trying to break the tension because it was getting too intense.
Yeah.
And that's my fucking, I don't know why I think that'll help break tension, but I
Insult
did.
somebody.
So I did that. So this all comes out later. So
Yeah, go
he
ahead.
calls me. I'm in LA, and I get a call from him, and he's, you know, the build up to that he's going to tell me off is 20 minutes. So I said, you know what? Can you just email it to me? Because I don't have time. Like,
Email the tell-off?
yeah, like, so he got mad. So then he started freaking out, and then whatever. So we're having this back and forth, and I kept hanging up on him, and then there was like he kept texting me, and then
I think
But every time he started-
attracted
It's really
to Bonnie.
funny.
every time he just,
There's an attraction there.
every time he started
there's
to
some
tell me
sexual
what was
tension.
going on,
Yeah.
he would I'd defend myself, and he'd go, I don't want you to talk. Don't talk. Or he let me talk for
wasn't on
5
this-
minutes, and
this
then he'd go,
was-
I let you talk. Now you let me talk.
But what is
And this is not on the
hold
set anymore. This is days later.
This is days
So
later.
he's not controlling.
I
Hold
said to him at
on.
this point, I said,
Yeah.
look, I know what's going to happen.
Right.
I go, we're probably never going to work together again. Okay. But now you're risking a friendship. So do you really, like, what is going to be the end result of this?
Right.
Like, do you really want to go through with this? And he did. So I had to sit there for 20 minutes while he told me literally every asshole move. He even went back to Cheat, and he was like, you're an asshole on Cheat.
He said no one liked you?
No one liked you on that set. He said, no one liked you on this set. He said, no. He goes, after you left, everyone looked at me and was like, what was her problem? You know, like they had a meeting about me after I left. Here's where we thought she was an ass. Everybody put why do you think she's an asshole on a piece of paper, and let's talk about it.
We got to get Joe DeRosa's side of the story.
Absolutely.
Because
He's
it
got a
doesn't-
side. Believe you
but
me,
it
I
doesn't
heard it for
sound
20
like-
minutes.
Hold
but
on. Let me get in here because I like breaking shit down. It doesn't
I got to
sound.
just add one more thing.
All right, yeah.
So that was how long ago?
I don't know. We were in L.A.
Well, it was like
A
months
month
ago.
That's a couple months ago. By
A month
now.
and a half ago?
Yeah.
Yesterday,
No.
I got a phone call from him. I didn't pick up. I was like, oh, shit. Now I think I should have picked up and went, well. But I didn't pick up, and he left a nice message about congratulations on your movie and good luck, and it's a great
Yeah,
movie.
so he wants to be friends, and I
and he-
told her.
yeah.
All
just,
right, but can I break it? What the fuck is this really about? It's not
It's
about
really
dumb
about that I'm
pizza.
here's the thing.
Are you an
I really
asshole on
am an
sets?
asshole, but
Why,
it's
do you
my
get
sense
nervous?
of humor, and I feel like my friends will know that, and I also, and you know, his problem was that I disrespected
you?
him, which I didn't know that I was going into a situation where I had to see Joe DeRosa as a different person.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought I got to be myself and he got to be himself. I didn't realize, like, from the jump, we're going to.
Well, I got experience. I mean, I did one with him, and I'm like, wow, that's the same Joe that comes on our show. Holy fuck!
why do you think it's sexual tension? That's what you said.
It's obvious.
Oh.
Bonnie's a good-looking lady.
Come on. Joe likes old
Guys.
ladies.
Oh, what? Oops. I mean,
Well, so then
ladies.
that's 2 for 2.
There's perfect.
no, but he's definitely intense on the set. I showed up unprepared. I don't think I've ever told this on the air because he changed the script and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just go there and wing it. And I didn't realize like this was a real fucking thing.
Well, you guys are
sound
thinking-
guy, light guy.
It's like
people you have to fucking fill out forms, and he looks at me and I'm like, what? I thought we were just wing it. So for half of my shoot, we were practicing lines in the hallway until I got it right.
Because you guys were just thinking it's like a 3-minute YouTube video.
Like some of the dumb stuff I do. I'm like, oh, he's doing one of my dumb things,
It's
but
a
it's his
webisode.
thing. right.
Oh yeah, when he was yelling at me, he's like, "I do stuff. I make things." You know, it was like I was like,
He looked at me like he knew he couldn't tell me off. I guess he could have, but I guess because of the show or whatever. So,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I could see in
You're
his
holding
eyes.
something a little more important than I am. I'll get my husband to talk to you.
I could see in
You
his
better
eyes.
watch it.
I could see in his eyes he wanted to
Well, he
probably
co-
fire me
Why does he take it so
or tell me
seriously?
off.
He called me, but I'm
he wants to be a
see, it's
director.
weird. I'm
This is
friends
his
with
thing.
him. I'm friends with him. You know, when he called, I go, look, I got to side with my wife.
Okay,
but
first of all,
but
I
I
was
said no.
crying when
I
I
said-
called Rich to tell him, and he goes, "Oh, come on, you're an asshole too."
I
And
didn't say
tell-
that when you were crying. I
How come
know.
you were crying?
No.
because it was
It's emotional.
hard to
'Cause they go
take
way
someone
back.
telling you. I mean, I didn't know that everyone thought I was an asshole on either shoot. By the way, I mean,
Well, the
I
other
didn't
shoot, the
realize
first shoot, you
that
didn't
my
think he was.
personality was.
But Rich,
You didn't know he was
toxic.
the director.
What does she act like on these sets?
I'm not there. I'm not on the show with her. But I know
What is it?
Bonnie.
Trying to
Hold
have
on, hold
No,
on, hold on.
hold on. Let me finish.
Is it nervous energy?
No, Bonnie's a funny person.
No,
She's
no,
funny
no,
anywhere.
I'm just fucking around.
So then why
but,
wouldn't he pick up on that? Because you guys have been
I'm-
around forever.
It would be like if when I come in here and sometimes I'll make fun of you guys a little bit or whatever.
course.
Like hey, you're disrespecting me.
We wouldn't say that.
You know, it's like I have to be careful. Sometimes I
But we
don't.
wouldn't say that.
No, you guys wouldn't, but I'm saying
He did.
Yeah,
some
why-
people have an issue with that I don't give the right amount of weight to
He's
things.
a comedian. though.
Respect.
No,
Bonnie-
that's why I'm trying to jump in here a lot because I've seen it a few times now. He really wants to be like a director. He
Yeah,
takes
but there's
that shit
other ways
really
to be a
seriously.
director.
Yeah, when
You
we
don't have
directed
to
our
be a-
movie,
like-
there was no
But
way.
he wears different hats. Yeah,
But you
he's a
can't-
comic, and you could go at it with him. But when he's doing this stuff, he is focused.
But a
man.
director can't start pouting over pizza toppings
do.
if one of their
No, because he's
actors-
intense and nervous and wants to make sure it all works out in the end.
He has to be fair to him,
And he
on
has a
this,
lot to worry about.
He has a lot to worry about.
He has to worry about his lines because
yes.
he's acting, and he knows how he wants the thing done because he wrote the whole fucking thing.
He's doing it in a very short amount of time.
And then he's picking people he thinks could do the roles, so that's a lot to worry about.
But
and then
yeah.
when I show up and go, and he looked at me like, "You don't know your fucking lines." I got Bill Burr here, and
he said that he goes. I've had Opie in my shit. I've had Bill Burr in my shit.
me.
like I'm like
First thing I've done
Well,
in
yeah,
years.
I've
like-
directed. Like these are people
Yeah.
that I've directed.
Like he had
Somebody
Pacino and
pick up the
fucking
hotline?
Dustin.
Will somebody pick up the hotline in the other room?
Why? Who is it?
I don't know. It's just ringing and nobody picks up the
It
phone
might
here.
be. Why? I could just pick up the hotline
But now somebody else did.
because you told him to.
Somebody's
I don't give a
got to.
fuck who it is.
Pick them up.
But here's the thing I just
Jim
want to say
Norton,
about
everyone.
it is that I'm not mad at him for being mad at me
Yeah.
for whatever at the shoot. I apologize for that. It's what I am upset with is if you're a friend of mine, then you should probably know a little bit about who I am. Like as a person, I'm not a person that comes in and shakes people's hands and is completely
Oh,
appropriate.
so you are an asshole.
Yes.
I am yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Why would you be an asshole?
It's my sense of humor. I think it's funny.
You know, I'm not going to side with DeRosa because I know that I know how Bonnie is. Like I know you're just trying to be funny and like I do stuff, but it's like remember Patrice was shooting something and he said after he shot the project he goes, "Oh my God, I've been an asshole." He goes, "Anybody on your set who's asked him like questions or being that guy is an asshole." Like he felt bad about the way he had acted on all those sets when he was shooting something. So Joe's just a new director. He was probably overreacting, but he's just stressed because he's a new director.
Right,
Like,
but
he
my
doesn't know how to
problem is
handle that
how
stuff.
he went about then afterwards, like
Right.
trash. I mean, he gave me a trashing
Well,
for 20 minutes about my character. I mean,
but he sets it in a way where you realize quickly you got to take it very seriously. So when you were messing around with the whole pizza thing, that probably drove him nuts.
I didn't know at that time. I honestly was not aware that I was.
Well, pizza wasn't in the budget.
yeah.
He's also not an experienced enough director. Like he's done a few things to know how to handle that. Like whereas when you're dealing with an actor who wants to do a character their way, the best way may be to go, "Oh, let's try it a few takes your way and see how it works." But he might not have had enough experience to do that, so he might have just panicked a little bit.
Yeah.
I did one with him, and it went really well.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
Oh well, I knew you
mine
and
went
him
well in
are
the end.
fucking lovers. Isn't that wonderful?
But mine went well also, so maybe Bonnie is the problem.
Well, I mean, I saw
I'm not saying I'm not the problem. That's the whole point. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that believe me, I know from past experience that I tend to rub people the wrong way. It happens, and I don't know that it's happening a lot of times until I'm in too deep.
I got enough info.
Okay.
Joe's a nervous Nelly. He wants everything to work out. I'm serious. Work out well.
He's controlling.
You show up on the set. He is really nervous because he wants everything to work. He wrote the script. He has the vision, and he wants everyone to take it seriously as well. Bonnie taking it seriously, but comes across like she's not.
Yeah, like I had my lines memorized.
But he should have realized it's just Bonnie being Bonnie, and that she is taking his project seriously in the end.
But why did
taking you aside and said something to you and said, "Hey, look, I'm a little nervous. Can we,
Right.
He should have talked to you privately instead of having a blow up in front of people.
Right.
Did you ever get the peppers and onions?
We did, and then I spilled it on the floor.
Yeah.
Then
I thought it was just
on
a
the
regular
carpet
pizza. Okay.
Smeared it all over the
All
chair.
right, guys, I added nothing. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye, Jimmy. Bye-bye.
But why, during all of this, would you look at me and go sexual tension? Why would you say?
Oh, thank you.
Just to
though.
fuck with your head?
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Why do you like?
You don't fuck with him when you do that. You fuck with me.
And did you see Brian Regan rubbing her arm?
I don't mind Brian
Why
Regan.
are you doing
Brian
this?
Regan's a big headliner.
I noticed that.
He has
saw
a
that.
tour bus.
And he was like, if you get
He
rid
would-
of him,
he
wink, wink.
Are you kidding me?
It all went down.
I almost gave Brian her number.
And he was making believe he was giving Bonnie a phone number,
But he really gave me a phone number.
and he did it in such a way like, look, I'm not kidding, but I got to make believe I'm kidding in front of him.
It doesn't matter. See, I can't.
But
I don't.
the Joe
think he
Rosa
liked
sexual
how-
tension bothers you?
No, I can't control other people. I can't control her. I can't control. I've given up.
Very
I
healthy attitude.
I let go and I let God.
Wait,
First
People
of
do
all,
what they
hold on,
want to do.
Can I just look?
this
I
becomes a
respect
real-
you, and I think that you are right on a lot of things. When psychologically you break stuff down
Yeah.
very well, but sexual tension is not
Oh, no, I'm
always the
joking about
case in
that.
every
But I'm joking about
guy
that.
girl.
That was
you
to
know.
fuck with him.
Yeah, but it doesn't, because then later, he's
Is that
yelling
real
at
with
me.
him?
Yes, it's
Oh,
real.
No,
Let it
no,
go.
it's not real. Don't let's not turn this into me. She's having a fight with DeRosa.
She's telling me it's real, and you
I
asked me
have
why
nothing-
the sexual tension. So somewhere in your head, you think it's real.
Well,
I'm
listen,
playing off what you said.
all right,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
doctor. All I'm
Bonnie.
saying.
That's what I live with, man. That's what I live with.
Holy fuck!
Is it any
What?
wonder I go to places and act like an asshole?
When you asked me if there, what do you mean by?
Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a guide for the Hounds Good to Me achievement on the Fellhounds of Sargeras in Antorus. For this achievement, you have to defeat the boss on normal difficulty or higher with both dogs afflicted with 5 stacks of Fell imbuement. In this video, my group did this on normal, and we have an average item level of 942. Around the room, there are 5 pools that throughout the fight will begin to bubble with either an orange or purple mist. Drag the orange boss to the pools with the orange mist, and the purple boss to the purple mists. Doing so will give them 1 stack of imbuement. These stacks are not shared amongst each dog, so both of them need to get 5 stacks individually. Tanks, make sure you keep these bosses 40 yards apart. Failing to do so will remove any stacks of imbuement. It's best to just keep them along the outside of the room and communicate whether you'll be moving clockwise or counterclockwise to get to your pool. Keep in mind that if the bosses are doing Inflame Corruption or Siphon Corruption, they will not be moving during this time, so just hang out until it's done. That was a guide for the Hounds Good to Me achievement in Antorus. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day.
By sexual tension, you meant that.
No, I'm saying why you said that just to fuck with me.
He
That's
keeps
why I
bringing
said
it back.
But you meant why you think sexual
Yeah,
tension.
in
and
his head, he's like,
and
did
you
they
weren't
have
going for the
sex?
joke or any of that
Yeah.
shit. You really were trying to, pick my brain over it. And,
Not
then,
your
and
brain.
the only reason I said it was to fuck with you.
I just got a real text from Norton. He said, I saw Brian slipper his number outside the studio. So,
Rich, what's up, man?
nothing.
What's up with that?
I got a question.
and he does keep bringing it back to that. You mentioned that like at the beginning of the story, and then we move on
Yeah,
from
it's
that,
a
and
throwaway
Rich
line,
brings
to
it
be
back.
honest with you.
Listen, I know it's your hour,
his
but
head
you
is-
shouldn't
I would
be
never
talking
sleep with
this much.
DeRosa. I don't like
take
his.
me seriously, Rich. This is my hour, and I see it going a certain way. Don't insult me.
Officially, it's not your hour.
Don't, Opie, stop. You're insulting me, too.
Officially, it's not your hour.
I need to be
I've
respected.
decided that
Can we get a pizza?
No, Bonnie, we're not getting pizza.
I got a trip to L.A., so I got to waste some time.
Oh, can I just add one more thing?
Yes.
This is no waste
Joe
of
was
time.
late to the shoot.
What? His own shoot?
Yes, yes.
And you're not taking it seriously.
And I didn't bring it up in
Where is
the
Joe?
phone call or anything.
Where's Joe?
No, he doesn't take my hour seriously. He hasn't showed up
Yeah,
yet.
he's late. He's a chronic.
Does he know
late.
you guys are here and he's not going to show up?
I don't
I'm
know.
friends with him.
He called yesterday, and I meant to text him. Thanks.
We're all
But I
friends.
didn't.
By the way, you were great in that short.
I was.
Yeah, I thought so.
You didn't watch it? Did you not watch it out of spite?
No, because I thought I was overacting at that point when he kept saying, be angrier, be angrier. I felt like I was just like
I like
in a
it.
silent movie walking around, you know.
Now everyone's got to check it out just to see. Now
I
that they
might
know
have
what was
been,
going
yeah.
on behind the scenes.
His show, what's it called? What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
What are we waiting
on
for?
Warner Sound, I think.
Yeah, on Warner Sound. It's the
YouTube
Metallica
channel,
episode.
Warner Sound.
It's all his movies have to. All his movies
they're
are.
going to a concert. Not that one. The other one where they're waiting to go to a concert.
Yeah, it's all his movies about concerts and.
It was the theme for this little.
It's a series.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Because
Bonnie's
I saw him in Norton.
shit.
I saw him in Norton's
See,
one.
but I'm fucking around. I don't mean
I was-
that
I
with
was
any
a
malice. And then
I was at the backstage door for Sheryl Crow. That's what I played.
Oh,
And
okay.
then Norton was for
Cat
Williams.
Williams. That's the one I saw.
And then there was one for Lindsey Buckingham, Metallica, and Ant did one Phil Collins.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
it.
wow, he's directed all those people. I should have probably taken it a little more. I should have been a little.
That's really his thing, though, man. He wants to do that shit
Bill
full
Burr.
time.
I directed.
You see how fucking great Bill Burr was in
Breaking Bad.
In Breaking Bad. He's fucking good in it, man.
He's gonna have a fucking career out there,
He's
big time.
He doesn't have to as a comic. He has
I wrote
to
him
be.
off early on. You know, I
Did
was
you?
like, I remember seeing him and I'm like, no. No, this guy's never gonna make it. Done.
Oh, Bonnie's an
I really
asshole
was.
on the
I really
set.
was wrong.
She's an asshole, right?
He's
She's
one
an
of
asshole
my
in
favorite
everything.
comedians in the world.
No, I know,
He's
but I'm
so
just
great.
going back to the asshole on the
Yeah,
set.
like she's.
I didn't say that
I
to
told you-
people. I didn't
well,
walk around to his audience. You might as well go home now.
Yeah, this
this
isn't gonna
guy.
work.
We had a meeting with 4 big NBC executives, and it was there was the black lady, the Asian guy. I mean, you couldn't get more executive than this meeting.
Benetton.
So
Like a
we're,
Benetton ad.
so we're in the meeting. They walk in, we introduce, and they said to Bonnie, "Where are you from?" And the first thing she says to him, "My mom's pussy."
That's good.
Not to
I'm a
these people.
comedian.
No, it's not good.
Oh, you got to read the room.
Not to these people.
I said it with a British accent.
That's the shit. But that's the shit I would do. So
Yeah,
that's why I think
see?
it's good.
Yeah.
See,
I don't like reading the room. I like just doing my shit.
Yeah. Well,
This is-
but it,
And the more uncomfortable I can make someone, the better.
Yeah,
And-
but we
and
were
even
trying
in
to sell-
situations like that.
not when you're trying to sell a show.
I called the boss an asshole the other day, right to his
You already
face.
have
Yeah,
a
but
show,
exactly. He gave you the contract, and then you call him an asshole.
Hey, he could yank the contract, I would assume, right?
No, you can't just be like, oh, well, now you
you
call
know.
me an asshole. You're not going to be here for the next couple
though. Yeah,
years.
you
It
can't do
doesn't
that.
work.
It
No.
doesn't work in court.
No.
What did I say? Louis C.K. was in here, and he was outside the studio waiting to, try to pitch Louis C.K. to do some satellite radio or something. I'm like, oh, that guy's here. It'll be a complete
Yeah, but that's
waste of
also your
time.
thing. You're
He's
an
an
outrageous
asshole.
shock jock.
No, I'm not a shock jock.
You like insult the bosses.
We don't like that label anymore.
Oh.
That's a dumb label. They did that when they were back in the
Thank you.
morning.
Thank
These
you,
guys are
Rich.
fucking radio hosts.
After all these years, you finally stick up for
When
me.
they were
Thank
back in
you.
the morning.
I've been
that's
sticking
still
up
in
for
the
you guys on the
morning.
road. I've been sticking up for you guys on the road for
time
10
is it?
years now.
What road? I don't need
No.
anyone on the road on my side. I don't
Right.
see those people. Who cares?
Yeah, and I don't
don't
get to
have-
see them either because of you guys.
Who do you stick up?
Nobody. There's no lying. I'm not just saying this. When I'm on the road doing other radio, 9 out of 10 radio hosts go, "Oh, we love those guys," because they can't do what you guys do. One, they don't have the talent.
Because
two-
we ruined it for everyone.
Well, no, they don't have the talent. Two,
Shit,
and they,
Rich, watch what you're saying.
We started that whole ball rolling.
they can't do it.
That Sex for Sam thing was the big event that really drastically changed radio,
Yeah.
slowly but surely. But that's where it began.
All right, we got to hit the Carolines.
What?
We got to test our movie.
I didn't stick around for nothing. I want the Bonnie Joe DeRosa conflict now.
Yeah, well, if
When
Joe
the fuck
DeRosa
is
was
he? 'Cause he
here,
doesn't need-
but
Because, like, he wants to be
he's
a director.
disrespecting you.
I want to be a radio show
Hold on,
host,
before you
right?
guys leave.
Right.
And he's respecting what
Never
I,
gonna
disrespecting
happen.
What I,
Done.
You're an asshole. You're never going to be on my show. Expect a phone call.
What about the
and an
girl? Why don't you
email.
bring the girl and guy in at least? I feel bad.
Bring in Kelly. Where's
no,
Kelly?
I don't want
No.
Kelly.
Okay.
You know, you insulted her
Boring.
last time. Bring in
Who is
Kelly.
she?
Eric, get Kelly in here.
She's,
All right.
she's like a wannabe.
Why do you say this? This is why people
Well,
think you're an asshole.
Let's just be mean to her then.
Yeah, no problem.
Bring her
And this is
in.
why
Hold
people
on.
think you're an asshole.
I said get her
You're a
in.
nice guy, Rich.
Joe,
Why isn't he doing my show?
are you coming by the channel? Because I'm still here.
What's up?
I'm still on the air. You coming by or
Sit down,
what?
Kelly. Sit down.
No, I'm going into another meeting. I was trying to get over there, but I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh,
I'm
brother.
not sure if I'm going to make it or not. You're still on the air, though?
Yeah, Bonnie told some whacked out story about you.
What do you say?
No.
It wasn't good, man.
What did he say? What's the story?
Well, Bonnie said that you're really, really hard to work with.
Oh, Jesus.
Bonnie McFarlane?
Yeah.
Summing up.
Yeah, her and
Okay, you're fucking rotten laugh.
No, that's me.
Rich is here and Bonnie's here, and she told a horrific story. I feel really bad for her.
Don't listen to him. Don't fall for it.
It's tough. You know, it's funny, Opie, that you bring that up from the air. Because, yesterday I called her and tried to say, hey, we haven't talked in a long time. And
Oh, she's not over it.
Yeah,
you
she's
think somebody call you back after you leave a message like that, Opie?
I've been really busy. I'm
Joe.
sorry.
Joe, she told that,
Tell him to call the hotline.
she told that whole story, and trust me, she's not over it.
It's not true.
All right. Well, guess what? I'm not over it either. She's hard to work with.
Why are you doing this?
Hey, Joe, was I easy to work with?
Oh, pure breeze. You know what? You were a lot of fun. You're all laughs.
You
Thank
didn't
you.
remember your lines.
I wasn't prepared, though.
You know what? That didn't matter. When somebody's got a good attitude, that's all that counts.
What's happening over there, Sam?
Turn hers up.
What? Oh, hold on. Bonnie's playing the message that you left her.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe, can we call you on the hotline and make this easier?
Yeah, but I got to go in like 2 minutes.
All right, we'll call you right back. We'll call you right back. E-Rock, call him right now. His number's 917.
Don't do it.
What? What happened? What happened? All right, I hung up on Joe. Call him back. Let me hear the message he left, Bonnie.
Okay.
It's Joe DeRosa. I know we haven't spoken in a while,
Put the bottom to the mic.
but I just wanted to call to say that good luck this weekend with the screening. And Rich, and I'm sure it will. It's a great movie, and I'm really proud of it. You should be. It's really good, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And I just hope everything goes really well.
Hey, Joe.
And, yeah.
Bonnie just played the voicemail you left.
Wait. You got to wait to the end.
All right, hold on. We're still listening to it.
Friends with you. All right.
I miss being friends with you.
See, and I told you, and I said to you that he's reaching out. Okay, obviously you're my wife, and I'm going to take your side. But I said he's reaching out, so maybe now it's time to bury the hatchet and mend ways.
In your head.
No, I don't care.
I don't see it that way. I don't think the voicemail was sincere.
No,
It was like he was reading.
Yeah, it was kinda like
Actually,
he read it.
I think that
Oh,
it's
my
hard
God.
for him. It would be
You know
hard
what?
to say
Yeah.
You know what?
that,
I
and that's why.
retract. Hold on a second, guys.
Hey, you don't
Hold on a second,
believe
guys.
what he's saying to you. First of all, you don't know what I said. So if you're going to backtrack on it, you should know
What?
that I fell on the sword. I said I was an asshole.
She said she was sorry about dripping the peppers on the chair.
I didn't hear
Yes.
that part.
Yes.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
well, I thought you were just saying that you didn't think I was being sincere in the message.
No, that's. I don't know if you can tell the lady voices from the man voices, but that was
No,
OP.
It's very confusing. The sirens going out. Listen, the message was very sincere.
Yes.
I miss Bonnie. You know,
Yawn.
Yawn. Aw, OP.
Sorry. It's the truth. What do you want from me? I feel bad about everything.
So you're admitting you were wrong?
But wait, we
Is
didn't
that
get
what I'm
Joe's side of
hearing?
the story. Joe, so what happened on the set? Because she told her version really quickly, because I know you're going into a meeting. What happened? And be honest.
Oh, this is what happened. Bonnie spilled some stuff on the chair. I got upset because it was like the head guy at Warner Brothers chair. And I was like, Bonnie, come on, man. And she kind of like snapped at me a little bit and was like, whatever. And then she walked out of the room and didn't help me clean it up. And then I got mad.
See, I told exactly. It's exactly the same story.
I got to take Bonnie's side. That's, you're a little-
I told the exact same
you
story.
wound a little tight, Joe, I'm thinking. How bad could the chair be with a little pizza on it?
It was a fucking velvet chair.
Joe, I just want to go back a little bit to when I was an asshole asking for peppers and onions on half of the pizza.
I think you're missing the point, Bonnie.
But, Bonnie, you didn't do it on purpose, right?
I didn't do it on purpose.
All right, Joe, if she didn't do it on purpose, can't you understand that a little bit?
Of course I can, and I didn't. It's not like I screamed at her and went, "What the fuck?"
You made her cry. You made her cry.
She did cry in the end.
Well, wait a minute. Bonnie cried 2 days later when we talked.
Exactly.
She cried that night.
No, that night I didn't really know that it was like that bad.
Is that Sam? Sam, you're really bugging me.
Well, listen, if you would
Don't disrespect
don't
him.
disrespect me. I'm trying to do a show here.
Not your show yet.
It is. Yes,
What
it
the
is.
fuck?
And
I gave you a break, and now you're
was-
trying to push me out the door. Go fuck
he
yourself.
was booked to do my show, and he
What
just
happened?
decided not to show up.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was late to his own shoot, too,
It's
guys.
disrespectful. He's not going to get back on the after show.
Joe, it seems like you were wound a little too
Joe,
tight.
I
because you
just
had a
want to
lot-
go over one more point.
You had a lot on your mind that day, right?
Now, Opie, let me ask you this. Let me
Yes.
ask you this. And I'm not saying this to be provocative anyway. You were with me that day when we shot.
Oh, no, you don't want to ask this. You don't trust me.
No, I'm not. No, I
What,
don't.
but hey, hold on. So with Bonnie, you know Bonnie's an ass from Jump Street. So you should have
Yeah.
realized that's her character. She's just trying to have fun to play with her. What?
Rich, first of all, let me swat down your first statement because we didn't yell at you when you didn't know any of your fucking lines on the cheat set.
First of all, I didn't have Whoa. First of all, I didn't
There goes
have
another
lines.
Yeah,
They
first
told
of
me that.
all, Joe, you had 18 people cancel before you got rich.
Okay.
So
Second of all, I didn't have lines. They told me to ad lib it. But go ahead.
But my point is that I didn't like the one thing I'm joking with you about the cheat thing.
Oh.
The thing that I can't agree with you about.
You should see Bonnie's face because she doesn't look at. She's not looking at it like it's a joke.
Go ahead.
no, I'm used to a more funny kind of.
No, I like talking to Joe.
joke.
Me and Joe talk things out. Go ahead. Let me hear what you say.
But Rich, you said I wouldn't lay into anybody. I didn't lay into Bonnie. We got off on the wrong foot. I got mad at something she did, and then I felt like there was this weird tension, and she was being like shitty to me.
2 days later, that we didn't even talk. But I don't know why he thought there was anything going on. There was not one bit of communication on my part to say, "Hey, you were an asshole" or whatever. You just sat in your apartment and stewed until you picked up the phone and said, "I have to tell you I have to get this off my chest to make me feel better."
Bonnie,
Yes.
Bonnie, that's not true. What I did was I sat and tried to wait until I was level-headed enough to talk to you about it, and unfortunately, it didn't go well. But what I wasn't going to do was call a friend when I was at the height of anger.
Well, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have called at all.
But
I don't agree with that.
but wait, here's the
No, it is true because you know why, Joe? We're not married. We're not fucking. We're not. There's no reason to have this kind of relationship where we have to get along on every single level. At some point, you have to go, "Hey, you did it out of selfishness. You did it because you wanted to get it off your chest and you wanted to let me know." Rich does it all the time too. It might be a guy thing where you need to unload.
Don't put me in on this.
Bonnie, I don't. Hold on. I got to say this.
Oh, here we go. Because stop talking, Bonnie. I'm going to trash you now for 20 minutes.
No, I don't, Bonnie. I don't agree with what you're saying, and I'm offended by it.
Yeah.
I love that.
This is exactly how the conversation went, by the way. Yeah.
Now I can leave, Sam. Now I can leave.
Bonnie,
Yeah.
Bonnie,
Yeah.
honestly, quite frankly, I called you yesterday to try to smooth things over.
Yes.
And instead of calling me back like a friend and talking to me about it, you just go on the radio and try to make a bit out of it, and then start acting like you were in no way wrong in this situation.
Joe,
That's not what I said. That's not what
Joe,
happened at all.
She apologized for the pizza.
Joe, I did tell her to take it a little more seriously than she was. I must say.
All right.
I did try because I'm like, whoa, you're not taking this seriously.
All right. Thank you.
And Bonnie didn't
I
try
don't
to.
have a
welcome,
problem,
Joe. You know
Joe.
that-
I don't
you
have a
know I'm
problem
there
with you
for you,
being
Joe.
mad at me. I don't have a problem with you telling me that I was a jackass. What I have a problem with is that you felt the need for some reason to go over every fucking flaw that I have on that
Because
phone
you
call.
asked me to, Bonnie.
No, I absolutely did not. I couldn't get you to get off the phone. I begged you to stop. That's not
Bonnie,
true,
that's
Joe.
not true. verbatim, your exact words to me were, Joe, I don't know what I did to piss you off, so I want you to go through it and tell me exactly what I did. You said that to me. I said, all right,
ridiculous.
Bonnie, if you want me to, I will. And I started with the stupid pizza thing, and you got really hung up on it. And I was like, Bonnie, it's not about the pizza. And you're like, well, why are you bringing it up? And I was like, because you asked me to tell you
See
exactly
how he does my
everything
voice?
that will happen.
Sounds annoying.
So
But wait,
did.
but
It's
here's
not
the
true.
thing, Joe.
I
wait.
begged him to stop, and then I did say, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You went for it, and the other thing is that I need to know: did everyone hate me on the cheat set, and did everyone hate me on the whatever the other thing was called?
No, nobody hated you on the cheat set. Nobody hated you on the What Are We Waiting For set. I plan on making everybody on my next set hate you, even though you're not a part of it.
Am I part of the next project, Joe DeRosa?
No, hey, Joe, Bonnie
Hold
didn't.
on, I want to know if I'm part of the next project.
Oh, of course you are. Rich,
Yeah, of
I
course.
got a nice part for you.
Nice.
Wait, listen, Joe. Bonnie didn't try to make a bit out of this on radio. Opie, who has no material left for the day, saw an opportunity to get to. All right, okay. So you know how Opie, who instigates, Bonnie didn't even want to tell the story. Bonnie said one little thing, and then
I know.
Opie.
I said I said he apologized. I didn't have time to get back to him yet.
Opie
Joe, maybe
pulled
she
it
didn't
out
want
of
to
her.
tell the story, but she was telling the story within 15 seconds.
No.
Okay.
Stop it.
I heard there was
He
a
said,
problem.
"What did you do?" I said, "I was an asshole on his set."
Okay, I think this is headed towards the right direction. That's all I see.
It is.
I'm
see
probably
it.
never going to talk to you again. But thank you for that message.
Wow, you guys really are not friends
No,
anymore.
Joe, no.
It's hard to be friends with someone when they trash you like that. It's hard to go back. It's like I was crying on the phone call and he wouldn't stop. It was like this thing in him that he had to get it out.
Bonnie,
Joe, you hate women?
True. When you started crying, Bonnie, when you started crying, I was like, Bonnie, please stop crying. Come on, I'm sorry. And you
I see.
wouldn't listen to me. I was
Because she was crying.
He's
Don't you understand? Women?
This is-
told you to stop.
no, I do this with my baby
Oh
all
my
the
God.
time. I say, "Hey, come on, stop."
When women get to a point they're
And then
crying,
I
they're not
keep on-
listening to anything. They got to go through their thing.
all right, well.
Don't make this a gender thing. I mean,
Well,
I
it's
gotta
been
go
my
to a meeting.
experience.
Bonnie, I meant
Well, I
to
don't cry like that.
sincerely.
I don't know.
I
I'm
hope we can
sorry.
be- I
Wow,
hope
me
we
and
can be
Bonnie are not friends
again.
anymore.
Hey, Joe, are you coming tomorrow or are you out of town?
oh, we cut you out of the movie.
No. Are you coming
Sorry.
tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to stop by, but I'm out of town. I'm gonna try to
That's
get
gonna
back.
get awkward.
You're out of town. You're in Nyack.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to get back down here for
Oh,
you.
Joe DeRosa is at Levity Live.
He's at Levity
That's a
Live.
great little club up there in West Nyack.
It's not a little club.
Lot
I
of
just
nice
say little
little
club is a
incidents last
thing,
night.
not
Oh.
meaning it's a little club.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Good
I
luck
gotta,
on your audition.
Joe, I'm sorry it got to this point, man. I was trying to smooth things over.
Oh my God.
Sure, you're heartbroken, Opie.
How good was I for you in that short? Let's bring it back to me for a second.
Listen, Oak, you were great. I'm going to bring your name up in this meeting I'm about to go into. I'm going to tell them what a good job you did. And,
Oh yeah, look.
they should tell you some acting work.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna help you, not him.
Bobby's going to go, I know.
All right, Joe.
You really
All right,
have a
guys,
part
I'll see
for
you.
me? You have a part?
Not really.
Yes, I do. All right. I'll see you guys.
Wait,
Bye.
that means you don't have a part for me for real.
I'm not a
I got two
lead.
parts.
You got two parts?
I'm not a lead.
All right, Joe.
I
Yeah,
got
parts
you in
for
here.
both,
They
yeah.
won't get
Good luck with the meeting
I
and
got it.
Levity Live this
Who's
weekend,
right?
West Nyack. Joe DeRosa.
I invited her here.
But who
Thanks,
said
Joe.
bring her
See you
in?
guys.
She's
Bye.
sitting out there. All right.
You and I both. I think.
And she
are the
brought
nice guys
she
in the
brought
room.
her friend, right?
Right.
Because she brought her friend from Australia
Right.
to make it look like she's
No,
doing
that's
something.
Nick from Australia.
Yeah,
He's
I met him
famous.
the other
Yeah.
night.
Nick is famous.
And she brought him. Is he famous in Australia?
No.
No.
we just know him around the O&A.
So here's the thing: she brought him here to make her look like she's really doing stuff in New York
And
now.
she's standing in the hallway.
So
being
that's
like,
why
"I
I
can't believe I'm not
I
getting
got her in here so it doesn't make her look bad. When he goes back to Australia, he's going to go, yeah, she does radio and everything.
Right.
You guys
So-
trying to Joe DeRosa me?
Oh, I didn't even know he was in studio. That's how unimportant he is.
What do you mean? That's Nick from Australia.
I
I
know.
love Nick.
I know. Listen, but I felt
Open
bad.
those.
I
Don't
felt
feel
bad
bad.
that you were out
I
there.
like watching. I like watching the show.
Nobody comes here to watch a fucking dumb show,
brought
especially
Kelly in.
his.
Why do you always take shots at Kelly when she's
I
It's
didn't
not
say
that. There's a
anything.
lot of over talk.
Yeah, it's just nonsense.
Why don't you open one? They can get another pack.
My job's done here now. I want to go home.
So now you held us hostage.
Oh, they smell awful.
They're great.
Yeah,
Have you ever
just
had
try
these?
one.
I'm not even
Just
joking.
try
These are
one.
the
You got to eat 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 before you
they're
really.
the seaweed
Oh, that's the
snacks.
wasabi one. That's too
Oh,
hot.
don't do the wasabi.
That's the hottest one.
Don't do
Oh,
the.
those are. That's see, you're going to be turned off to them because they're so hot.
Yeah, they're too spicy.
They're good.
Oh my god. They smell horrendous.
I think I've tried seaweed snacks somewhere before. They're
I'll
not
try-
that bad.
What about the roasted
Garlic?
Sesame?
Yeah, those are good.
Those are good.
Sesame oil.
Yeah, very good.
This is fantastic radio.
Huh?
Korean seaweed snacks. Let's see. He's opening it.
We're
up.
never going to make it there and back by the
Just
time we
getting
gotta
it,
go to Caroline's and come back and do.
Caroline's is right there.
It's literally down the
Yeah,
street.
but we got to put our movie. We got to trust the
Literally.
movie.
Do you have to watch the
Right.
whole thing?
I'm not going to
Make
make
fun of me. Hey, don't open both those snacks. I didn't say
God,
you get
no.
wasabi.
No,
Yeah,
come on.
take
You
them
got
out.
to eat a couple. You got to eat a couple. I know they're
so
weird at
good.
first.
And I like sushi, but no, man.
Oh, they're fucking good.
Can you get me a couple?
Oh God, no. Not
You got to
even.
fold them like this. Look, look.
It's not folding them. It's breaking them.
God, no. Here, take these.
Oh,
He's
No.
just shoving them in his mouth.
I know.
He's making seaweed snacks look unhealthy.
I know.
Here's your packaging.
I don't want that.
Gross.
No, after one, I know.
Oh,
no, fuck.
Try
no.
one of these.
Which one's
Oh, no.
It's a seaweed snack. It's not going
Nah.
to kill you.
Looks like a
Come
breast
on.
strip.
Was it the wasabi one?
No, this one isn't just.
Couldn't be worse than a Vegemite
I'm telling you,
sandwich.
just fold it.
They're
let-
great.
Let it melt in your mouth.
Melt?
We good?
I don't really think we're going to ever talk again.
Me and you?
You and
Why? We come from the same place. We're good, right?
I. Yeah, we're good.
All right, all right.
Oh, these are gross.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to have one.
Sesame seed paper.
All right, Sambo.
All right.
It's all yours.
You're going to L.A.
Yeah.
for this TV thing?
Yeah.
I want to know more about the TV thing. I want to know more about this O&A tour bus.
Ooh.
Well, the tour bus. Supposedly they're getting us John Madden's bus, and we're gonna fucking hit a bunch of cities
What's
in
it
one
pay?
week.
Am I on it?
No.
Oh, that'd be cool if we could bring some of you guys along.
The reason you said, hey, you guys stay, you could plug your movie one more time.
I tried.
Caroline's. Go to carolines.com. Click on November 10th. Click on the link. You can buy tickets right there on the
1 o'clock tomorrow,
On the website.
Caroline's.
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
I would hope a lot of people go there.
Next week,
Yeah.
bananas,
Do they have to
Poughkeepsie.
pay at the door tomorrow?
They have to pay at the door.
How much?
It's $15.
Stop crunching the seaweed
But
on the mic.
it's a once in a
Fucking your
lifetime
movie.
opportunity.
It's
There's
worth
going to
it.
be a lot of people there. Susie Essman's going to be on the panel. And
I've been
Colin
involved
Quinn and
off and on with this movie for fucking 3 years.
You were the first
Here
guy
and
we
there.
talked about it from the
But,
beginning.
but I think it came out great. Women aren't funny. 1 o'clock tomorrow at Caroline's.
Oh,
Right.
there's
It's a
little
good movie.
seaweed pieces on your lip. It's
I'm
gross.
farting.
Did you call Roger Moore Ron Moore?
No, I call him Roger.
Because
he loved me.
but he corrected you, and I looked at Sam like, did he just say
No.
Ron?
He
No,
said-
he said, can I call you Roger?
He goes,
Raj.
Mr. Moore, and
Oh,
he
okay.
goes, Roger.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Great
Oh.
appearance by you two today. It was
Thank you.
terrific.
Always fun.
Thank you.
And the
Never.
LA thing,
Come on.
it's-
Send some mean.
I'll ask you about it on Monday.
Send some mean Twitter so you can be blocked, you fucking idiots.
Jesus. Now they'll send. Why would you call them idiots? They should send mean Twitter.
And then they send to me. They're like, "Can you get your husband to unblock me? I'm just kidding."
all right.
All right. Have a good trip. Go see. Why would you wait and do it on Mike and on Kelly? You're trying to impress her in front of Nick.
Sam,
I didn't do it on
why didn't you
on Kelly.
talk?
Because you were taking shots at her the whole time, just like last time.
Why did you take
I don't know what
shots
she
at her?
does.
She's a
comic.
comedian.
Oh,
She's a comic.
I'm not going to interrupt when Joe and Bonnie
did I
are
ever
like
see you
going.
live?
Maybe.
She's good. She's funny.
Oh,
I saw her once. She has an
Bye,
accent.
Opie. See you later, mate.
she's just waiting for you to go so she can feel comfortable with you.
I love it. That's why I'm sticking around. Remember I said uncomfortableness?
It's not right. Have a great trip, though.
Hey, listen, this radio show is going to be a blast, I bet.
Why would you disrespect me on
I'm
your way
saying
out?
it's gonna
Why-
be a blast.
Yeah, well, I bet your movie's
People
going to be
love
awesome.
Sam.
It's going to be a
How does
blast.
that feel?
It feels great.
Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a guide for the Portal Combat achievement on Portal Keeper Hasapel and Antorus. For this achievement, you have to defeat the boss after opening a chaotic rift on normal difficulty or higher. In this video, we're doing this on normal and have an average item level of 942. Choose a player with very good mobility to open this rift. This player needs to go to the orange portal right away and pick up the orange orb and bring it onto the green platform. After that, go into the purple portal and stand in the purple puddle, which will give you a 30-second debuff. With this debuff, go back into the green portal, pick up the orange orb, and stand in a green green puddle. Being affected by all 3 of these debuffs simultaneously will open the Chaotic Rift. Keep in mind that this can only be done if the boss in the orange portal has not yet spawned, which happens at 90%. So do not attack Portal Keeper until the rift is open. The rift opens at the doorway for this fight and slowly drags everyone towards it. It'll also assign a 16-second debuff on random people that, when it expires, will deal 5 million damage to them. The color of this debuff icon corresponds to a platform. Make sure that when the debuff expires, you're on that platform because then you will not take any damage. The rest of the fight continues as normal. That was a guide for the Portal Combat achievement in Antorus. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous day.
I know it is. You don't know what you got.
Try to finish the sentence.
For this achievement, you have to collect the 5 orbs of life placed around the boss on normal difficulty or higher. This achievement can be done before.
Why is he talking to Opie on mic and Opie's not on mic? Don't get near on the microphone, Nick. Kelly, if you ask any woman what she ever got was,
I want to say diamond.
yeah, without question, without hesitation, without even thinking about it, she'll always say, and you remember this, Nick, it's her engagement ring. The one thing that I did right, it says the one thing that I did right besides marry my wife, but it's just so corny.
That's the most
I would never
silliest.
say that. I've done a lot of things right.
Yeah.
I guess marrying my wife remains to be seen because it may end in divorce. Most marriages do. But I did do a good job of getting her an engagement ring. It's so important. It's not just a ring. It's not just a sign of affection. It's everything, Nick. It's everything.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention to what I'm saying. Every time, yes. Every time she washes her hands, every time someone at the store hands her change,
Hey, my name is
you
Mike,
get credit.
and this is
Every
a
time
guide
she
for the
shows her
hard to kill
friends, you get
achievement
credit.
on Iminar and
You get credit for that
Antorus.
ring
For
every
this
day.
achievement, you have to defeat the boss
So it's got
after triggering every trap on the
it's
bridge
got to
on
be
normal
perfect.
difficulty
Sorry.
or higher.
Just because
In this
nobody's
video, we're
proposed
doing
to
this
you
on
and you
normal,
don't
we're
understand the
advertising
feeling
level
of joy that
942.
comes.
At
Because I haven't
66
made the
and
right
33%, the
decision
boss will
yet,
jump
apparently.
to the
That's right.
the radar
That's right.
across the
Steven
bridge.
Singer knows how
The bridge
important
is
it
covered
is.
in runes
It's
that stun,
painless when you
mines
go to
that
him.
do AoE
Most
and
other
knockback,
jewelers,
and tripwires that deal
painful.
raid wide
Not
AoE.
with Steven
For this
Singer.
achievement,
No.
both
You can
times
check him
across
out
the bridge,
online
need to
at
step on or
IHateStevenSinger.com.
through
Free
each of
shipping,
these. Healing
money
cooldowns
back
may be
guaranteed.
needed here.
You'll get the
Make sure to
best
dispel
service, the
stun
best
as well.
value, the
You
best
have over a minute
experience.
to get over the
Listen to
bridge,
me.
so take your time
You can
and don't
trust
just
him.
explode
It's the most
everything all at
important
once.
gift you'll
That
ever
was a
give.
guide for
Steven
the
Singer
hard to kill
Jewelers,
achievement in
the other
Antorus.
corner of
If you
8th
have
and
any
Walnut,
questions, feel
on the
free to let me
phone
know
at
down below in the comments.
1-888 I
Thanks for
Hate
watching.
Steven
Have an
Singer
excellent
or
day.
online at IHateStevenSinger.com. Remember that,
My name
Nick.
is Mike.
Okay?
Sounds like a good bloke.
You've been with your girl for 3 years, Nick. Maybe it's time to fucking.
Fuck that.
Now, Nick, you are the Australian ambassador of the Opie and Anthony show. You're the one who's
Certainly
got
am.
the whole country.
I don't know about that.
No?
I certainly help.
Okay.
I push the word a lot.
Okay.
There's another guy, Steve Ward. He,
Right.
there's 2 of us. Nick Cosmer as well. There's 3 of us. There's 3 of us really pushing hard.
Are they all just going nuts right now because you mentioned their names?
Yeah, probably jerking off listening to the.
That whole conversation with Joe DeRosa, I'll tell you why it bugged me.
Also, make sure you're not
Because
too close
Opie's
to
over here
reverberate
going
strike
like,
pillars
no,
to
you don't
reduce the stress on
understand.
healers.
He wants
You
to
can do
be
this
a
fight
director,
normally,
so he
stop
takes
at low
this
health, and
seriously,
let a
so
bunch
he
of orbs
expects people to
spawn.
respect what he does.
Alternatively, what we did in this
Meanwhile,
video is just let orbs spawn
I'm
throughout the
trying to
entire
host a
fight.
show.
We would just
Yeah,
try our best
your
to avoid
show.
them when we move out to kill ads.
My show.
Yeah.
Roland tells me yesterday Joe DeRosa and Kelly are going to be on the show. I go, okay, just make sure they know they're both coming in case one of them feels weird about promoting gigs at the same time as the other one.
And it doesn't even matter that we're at the stand tonight through Sunday. It doesn't even count.
You're going to be there too, Nick?
Yeah.
Incredible. Then...
That's one thing I've learned from Norton in the last 6 years.
Sneak them in when you can. Then we get Joe DeRosa on the phone, and he goes,
Wow.
I don't think I'm going to make it in. We called him. He didn't even cancel. He just didn't show up.
I'm sorry, Sam. When were you going to know that your guest that you booked to do
Right.
him a favour was
do him
not
a
going to
favour.
turn up?
How's this? I wasn't even booked, and I turned up.
And you got
Look
here.
at the effort.
You
That's
got
a
here.
20-hour flight.
Last time Joe DeRosa was on, this was his question to me. He looked at me, and he goes, what do you do here, Sam?
Ugh.
Now, if I was on one of these little webisodes that he's doing for YouTube, and I said, and Joe's sitting there going like, okay, you stand there and you say this like that. And I was like, Joe, what do you do here?
What do you do here, Joe?
Based on the story that Bonnie McFarlane told,
Yeah.
I think Joe would be very upset by that.
You would have been banned from the set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how can he come in here and treat people the way he treats me and expect...
Well, he didn't even come in. That's even more disrespectful.
You're right.
He called in.
You're
And-
right, Nick.
Rude.
No, we
no,
called him.
Yeah, they called him.
Oh, wow.
He didn't even
Yeah.
call in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
He
how
didn't
can-
even lose minutes.
He expects... That's right. Incoming calls are free.
Wow.
He expects to be treated a certain way, but he doesn't have to treat other people that way.
Yeah.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Mr.
I don't think
Scorsese.
he's not coming back on the after show. That's for sure.
I like Steven Singer a lot more than Joe DeRosa.
Nick, you're welcome back on the after show. Kelly, one of these days you're going to come on the after show and you're actually going to get to do the show like proper.
That's okay, but I'm scared that Opie hates me.
Why does he keep taking shots at you?
I don't know.
Like last time.
He took some shots at me last time.
And it was like, oh, Opie's just being Opie. And you even said that. Opie's just being Opie. Like, he's just goofing.
Yeah, because he'd met me before. We had like a long conversation.
But then today he's saying, don't bring her in.
And I'm like, I'm just watching. We're happy to watch the show. We're like, oh, this is awesome. Like, well, we're talking to E-Rock and blah, blah, blah.
That couldn't have been great. But
no.
He's not an exciting guy. But
when I hear him going, don't let her in, I'm like, oh, I won't come in. But everyone else like, let her in. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh.
And then you get in and he's like, who's that? What does she do? And then he asks the question, what does she do? That's a disrespectful question.
God damn it. Oh, man. But
I know one thing Kelly does. She's hosting our shows at The Stand tonight through Sunday.
Oh, and where is The Stand?
Stand
East 20th and 3rd.
Yeah. How do they contact The Stand?
TheStandNYC.com.
Oh, Roland. Yeah. Joe DeRosa can't do the average.
There he is.
Oh, yeah,
hey,
go see Rich's film. Go see Bond, Skyfall. You say much better spending your 12
What's
hours.
your problem with Voss?
I don't know. He touched my Bond posters.
You got a little irritated with Voss today.
Yeah.
But did you hear me, though? DeRosa is banned.
Is he banned?
Yep. If he texts you and it says, hey, I got a gig to promote. I know O&A are busy. Can I come on the after show? I don't want you to look like the bad guy. Just tell him Sam says no.
You have to be mean to a person?
Huh?
Have to be mean to a person?
Yes, you do, Roland.
I love it.
That's your assignment.
I have a heart on.
Yeah. And you're mad at Voss because he touched your Roger Moore Bond book.
Well, he goes, who are these? I said, put them the fuck down. They're not yours.
That seems superficial.
Do you leave his greasy fingerprints all over the posters?
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Because the way he grabbed you, like, what's this? Like a piece of paper.
Oily seaweed stick. Fucking fingertips.
If that was Jimmy's thing, I think he would have snapped back too.
Maybe he's just doing it for your birthday, Roland.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Well, Rich
happy birthday.
So
he didn't. No. I did earlier today.
So
did Joe DeRosa wish you happy birthday?
Happy birthday,
no,
baby.
I doubt that DeRosa did.
Or for my birthday wish, go see Skyfall.
I mean, think about it this way.
Someone would have called DeRosa and said, make sure you wish Roland a happy birthday.
Yeah. We've had Kelly and Nick in here, very respectful. We've had Bob Kelly in. Jay Moore was in here yesterday. Eric.
Yeah.
What did Jay Moore say about the show yesterday?
How fucking awesome it is.
Yeah. It's Jay Moore.
Yeah.
Jay Moore's.
Right. We've had Jesse May Peluso, Jim Norton. Tom Papa's been in here. Everybody's respectful when they come in. Everybody's like, Sam's doing his show. I know it's new, but let's give it a chance. Russell Peters. He goes, Sam, good to see you, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Joe DeRosa's too famous, right?
Right.
Oh, Gervais was nice to us.
Ricky Gervais.
Louis C.K.
You know?
Come on.
Yeah.
Me and Jim Norton interviewed Ricky Gervais, and Ricky Gervais is like, hey, I had a great time with you guys. Da, da, da. He's not like, what do you do? You know? Because I'd be like, Ricky, you don't have to be disrespectful.
Does Gervais have webisodes out, though? That's
true.
the question.
That's a great question.
I don't know why I'm taking on DeRosa for
because you get to go back to Australia.
I'm fucking off.
You have the benefit of the exit strategy. Just trash him and then fucking leave.
20-hour flight out of here.
There's always drama with DeRosa. Is he the? Yeah. Is it with all comics or is there? Always. There's always drama with Joe DeRosa.
Because even Ricky on the other goes, is that guy gonna be there? With like,
He's getting into fights with Troy. He's getting into fights with Bonnie. He's like, there's always the last several times he's been on. There's always some kind of drama surrounding him. And I would never call a person and say I miss being your friend. Like that's not a sentence that would come out of my mouth ever. It's very effeminate and emotional.
Sounds like a girlfriend.
Right?
You just described him.
Effeminate and emotional. You know?
Love you, Joe.
But you know his audition now is all fucked up.
What audition?
Because he's got this on his head now.
Oh, he's going to audition right now?
So all that stuff in his head, like, do they hate me? Do they like me? And they go, hey, Joe.
Well, you know what?
Like a nice man.
You can go on whatever the guys that come on before me do for those 4 hours. Joe DeRosa, you can feel free to do that with them.
What are their names again?
I don't know. But
flash in the pan.
You won't be back on After Opie and Anthony Live.
Well, there's a petition.
No.
By who? Who would start the petition?
God.
Oh, well, I guess he won't be back.
You guys are going to... This poor Joe.
What do you mean, poor Joe? He's disrespectful to me.
I don't know. I just have a feeling
I was trying to book a nice show for today, and Joe doesn't even show up for it.
That's just rude. I just think
it's
that's
rude, Eric, isn't it?
Or
Very
maybe
rude, not
because
proper.
of Kelly, because I told him Kelly's going to be there. Maybe that's just...
No, I love Joe, but I just have a feeling that maybe
You
some
showed
people
up.
might attack him on Twitter, and I would be scared that would happen for him.
Okay, now why would you put that idea into people's heads? Nick and Kelly will both be at the Stand this weekend. Go check them out. Regardless of what Roland says, you can check out Foss and Bonnie's movie. I don't think they've done anything worth our smite.
No, I'm just kidding.
But DeRosa, he's on the shit list. Stay tuned. Ron and Fez are coming up next. And
Happy birthday, Roland.
Happy birthday, Roland.
Happy birthday,
Roland.
Kelly, I feel like
Skyfall.
every time you're on, I tell you we'll get you on for a real show next time. So
Just happy to get out of the house, mate.
we'll
We're
figure
fine.
it out.
She's like becoming the Matt Damon of your show.
Exactly. That tells you exactly the level on which this show is, by the way.
Yes, it is indeed the Opie and Anthony show with a very loud bed. Bow, bow. Yeah. Fucking A. Opie's not in. We talked about that earlier. He's a little sickly. So we got Joe DeRosa and Patrice O'Neill here having fun with the rest of our wonderful cast of characters like Sam and, of course, Danny and Travis, or T-Storm.
Oh, Travis is in?
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
T-Storm.
I don't know. I didn't see Travis do. There's a lot of glare. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. What a controversy I've whipped up with. We'll talk about your Evo.
No. We can't
Right
move
to
on
the
until
Evo.
he explains his Evo.
I got
Please.
no problem with that.
Can we, please, Joe, talk about the Evo.
So proud during a break to talk about his Evo. He said, "I got the last Evo. No one gave a shit."
Well,
it's.
I'm listening, dude.
Extol the virtues of the
Let me get my ice
Evo.
water ready. I got to listen to this.
It's become apparent. It's become apparent to me that when something nice happens in your life and you want to share it with your friends, they choose to mock and ridicule you. That's the way you guys want to live your lives. That's your business.
Yeah.
Enough of your fucking diversionary tactics 101, bitch. Talk about the Evo.
It's a great fucking phone. It's got the biggest screen. It's got an HDMI out. You can plug it right into your TV and watch it. All the shit you shoot on your phone, your videos, all that shit. Watch it right on your TV. It's got voice.
I'm going to tell you, a
into it
good
and it
spit
types.
slurp is never good in your presentation for your shitty fucking HDMI analog buttons. Who gives a fuck?
Joe, let me ask you a question real quick. Do you have a mini HDMI cable?
Yes.
And you carry it around with you so that you could go to a friend's house and
I keep it on my person. I have a utility belt that's in one of the compartments on it.
Evo.
It's a fucking cool phone, man.
So
You
what's
talk
cool
into
about
it. It types what you're talking when you talk into it.
I got an app that does
The
that.
screen is fucking insane. It's
Here's what Joe
it's an
fucked up.
amazing
Great high-res
it's a
screen on here.
4G thing. It's it's a fucking
4G. Wow.
It's a cool fucking phone.
Here's what Joe fucked up.
I'm with Sprint, so
No one would have cared if he had just went, as people are talking about like phones that people care about.
Yeah.
And you go, what kind of phone you got, Joe? And he goes, I got the Evo. Then people go, oh, what's that phone like?
Okay.
But he goes,
Is it good? Yeah, it's good.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Like fucking Kong Island. Everybody, I got the last Evo in town. He's looking at Sam like, fuck your stupid Apple iPod. Fuck that. Last Evo,
Last
baby.
one.
And no one gave a shit. Like, it wasn't even, me and Sam had a look like, what?
Did he just say Evo?
Is that a phone?
I didn't even know it was a phone.
Short for evolution of what?
I want you to
Eat
go.
a dick.
I want you to go and look at Best Buy's new ad for them being cell phone carriers, and right center stage of all the phones in that ad is the fucking Evo.
It's the
Not
Evo.
the iPhone.
Well, where is yours?
There's no way I'm showing it to you. Somebody's going to throw it against the wall.
You know what?
I just got it yesterday.
You do
No.
have it. Pull that shit out, nigga.
No, I just
Come
wanna
on.
say,
Pull it
you
out.
can hold it.
No one's
All
going
right,
to smash
you
your
can hold
fucking
it.
phone.
You can
We're
smash your
adults.
phone.
Really? We're adults?
We're not going to smash your phone. That's just like egregious. Don't do
Okay, the design is very iPhone
Looks like an
looking.
iPhone. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful big screen. Look at this. Time and weather on the home screen at all times.
Uh-huh.
updated.
And now, how does that move? Let me see. Does that move very nicely?
I have a rotary phone that can do that now.
7 screens. Boom, boom.
Where are your apps?
These are the only apps I have right now because I just got it. I just got
My Evo apps.
Look at this.
What's that?
Full page of friend stream. Anything I update there goes all to my shit. Now you have that app on your. This is one of the cool features with this.
All right.
You
sell me, bitch.
You have these apps
Here's
on your
what they
iPhone,
should name these phones.
but the capability of making it a full screen that you just flip to and not having to open the fucking app and go in and all that bullshit.
Let me tell
it's
you who
awesome.
these phones. Just stop for a
Watch
minute.
this. Watch this. Pinch the screen.
You sound like a
there's my
drug
7
addict right now. Like
screens
this.
I can go to.
You sound like a
cool
homeless
fucking
man
phone.
ranting. Let me tell you what these phones are. And I fuck the iPhone. And I'm gonna tell you these phones are. They are fuck the iPhone phones. Like they're made for people who want to stay underground with their technology.
Yeah.
And go, oh fuck this iPhone. Like people who don't wear Nikes, so they wear
want
fucking
the iPhone.
They looking for a better. So they made this phone as the iPhone in case you're anti-iPhone.
Right.
But if you're anti-iPhone, you buy a BlackBerry.
Do you have a pontification about everything in life? It's just, it's a fucking phone.
But you fucked up because you didn't make it just a phone. You actually pulled it out and said it has the screen. You said HDMI.
You know where I fucked up?
And you have Sprint, where you can't even. You have to
Sprint.
You have to stay in New York.
I fucked up staying friends with you.
Sprint is for children.
Do you?
No, it's got better. No.
No.
If you don't have a card, you don't have a card to put in your phone, a fucking SIM card, that's for children.
No, AT&T is the only people and T-Mobile the only ones that still use SIM cards, and they have the worst carrier maps ever. Verizon is the best service on the planet. Verizon doesn't have SIM cards.
AT&T covers 97% of the country.
AT&T stinks.
I haven't had a problem.
There you go.
Everyone's bashing AT&T. I have not had a problem.
But you
with
don't leave
AT&T.
New York a lot.
I got AT&T. My service.
Not much though, man, because
my service is highly mediocre. It's the highest level of mediocre. Sometimes it will fuck up.
I'll tell you how often it fucks up. As often as every other fucking service I've ever had. I've never had a cell phone that didn't at some point fuck up.
Right.
Sprint service, almost zero drop calls. I'm paying $78 a month and
you know why
unlimited
zero drop calls?
everything.
On your
no
block.
one's on the network. 3 people. Why do they have 4G? They can still have
1G.
What's that other one that's before GPRS? And then what was the next one up? Edge. He still make Edge
and
calls.
gets great fucking reception.
I'm telling you,
I don't even see Sprint commercials no more. Their commercials now, they used to be elaborate.
Commercials are on constantly.
They just go, hey man, we got the we got the droid. I'll see you later.
You want proof? All right. How about this? Here's the closing of my argument in defense of this phone. And to me, you guys should know this is proof of how good it is.
The weather and time still on it.
Bobby fucking Kelly, and you know what a tech geek he is.
High tech.
That fucking dude yesterday goes, dude, this is hands down the best phone on the fucking market.
Oh,
If I
really?
was not
Dr. Robert Kelly made his official diet. Fuck him.
Look who's talking.
Fuck him too. With
Look who's talking. You threw a golden rosary around your neck this morning and started fucking.
Bobby Kelly said,
Let me tell y'all what the thing with Evo is.
This thing is, first of all, he said, this thing is the balls. This thing is the balls.
It's the balls.
It's the balls. Oh, he has an iPhone and he ain't getting an Evo.
Yeah, he loves his iPhone.
But he goes, dude, I swear to you, if I wasn't such a fucking Apple junkie, I'd have this goddamn phone on
What
Sprint.
did he need from you?
Bobby's a nicer
What did
guy.
he need? He needed something from
Bobby's
you.
he
wanted half of my hot dog.
He's a nicer guy.
Bobby doesn't want you not to like him. So he'll say things.
I'm telling you, that fucking dude
the
was going
Star
to buy...
Trek, dude, it's fantastic.
He was going to buy your Evo from you?
Stop it. I know what you're doing, and I'm letting you do
he was
it
going
again.
to buy your Evo from you?
I let this fucking cocksucker get in my head. I let this fucking... every fucking time I come in here, I let him get in my fucking shit.
Joe,
it's like the day that you were sitting there I like this Alfred Hitchcock movie, and you're going, Alfred Hitchcock is talentless. He ain't shit.
Who listens to that? Who listens to somebody say Alfred Hitchcock ain't shit? And people actually was like, fuck you. I go, do you understand there's some opinions you can't have? One, that Bob Marley's not the best reggae guy.
Right. Yeah.
2, Richard Pryor's not the best comic, even if you don't think he is.
Yeah,
you just don't have an opinion.
No.
3, Alfred Hitchcock is the greatest suspense guy ever. I said he sucks. I said the birds suck, and there's some people who are upset.
Oh, wow.
I got
Look
hot
who's-
that day.
We now have to take a phone call because it's Bobby Kelly, everybody. Robert Kelly's been listening in. And, Bobby, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Shut up.
Joe
I'm going to
DeRosa.
start now by telling you to shut the fuck up.
Joe DeRosa started talking about his Evo phone, and you used you as the endorsement to make us all go, oh, well, Bobby Kelly said it's good. Did you say, and I quote from Joe DeRosa, dude, that is hands down the best phone on the market?
I didn't say hands down. He said it's the best.
You said hands down.
I didn't say hands down.
You said hands down.
You did.
Don't make me pull the tape. Travis,
He
pull
said
the
hands
tape.
down.
I've never said the word. I've never said hands down in my life.
Let me see. Do we have it? Travis, do we have it?
Give me 1 second.
All right, we'll give Travis a second, and I want to fucking... this is a radio show. It's recorded. You can't say you didn't say something.
I can say whatever I want and assume you won't play it back.
Oh, I will. Oh, I'm a vindictive douche. I will absolutely play it back.
Bobby, you did say it's the best phone on the market, though, and you said if you weren't such an Apple junkie, you'd have it.
I said it is the best phone on the market, but if I wasn't such a fuck, yes, absolutely. But I didn't say hands down the best
Now,
phone in the fucking
Bob,
universe.
why is it better than the iPhone?
It's not better than the iPhone.
You said, but you just said it's the best phone on the market. The iPhone's on the market.
As opposed to the iPhone. The only thing that sucks.
Oh, second to the iPhone.
No, he didn't say that yesterday,
Well,
and he
he's
added
saying
it
it
now.
now.
He added it now because he's cramping up. He's throwing me under the fucking bus because you got him on the coals right now.
All right, hold on, Bobby. Let's hear the clip and hear if your quote was hands down according to Joe DeRosa.
Wait, time out.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was because Joe's standing up now with his hands on his hips
I'm
like
starting to
fucking
sweat.
Perry Mason. Get ready to defend himself.
You want to fuck right
Fucking
here, my friend.
douche.
Because I remember wanting to call you out on saying hands down. So let's listen to this. Travis, go ahead.
Here's the closing of my argument in defense of this phone, and to me, you guys should know this is proof of how good it is.
The weather and time's still on it.
Bobby fucking Kelly, and you know what a tech geek he
Mr.
is.
High Tech.
That fucking dude yesterday goes, dude, this is hands down the best phone on the fucking market.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
You guys.
All right. No further questions.
Now, did that sound like it wasn't like quote and he should have did quote and quote.
He said
hands down because he emphasized hands down.
Yes. Now, Bobby, did you say hands down the best phone on the market?
I've never used that. I've never said that in my life, hands down.
Unless you said my hands are down this retarded girl's panties when I was fucking 13 and we hit her on the head with a rock. You sick fuck.
So Bobby? What is the Evo actually?
Yeah, Bobby, give us a little info.
The Evo is Sprint's answer to the iPhone. It's 4G, which is around 20 times faster. But the only thing that sucks is they only have 4G in 8 states, and New York isn't one of them. You have to go to Maryland or Baltimore if you want to use the phone. But it has, the only thing that I really like, it has a kickstand on the back. That's about it. But it's pretty much a mini.
Can we see the kickstand, please? Can we see your fucking Evo? This is short for evolution, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we see your kickstand? Oh,
wow, a kickstand.
Bobby,
does it have a stylus?
Bobby is lying right now. Yesterday he sat in my apartment. He goes, dude, look. Don't worry about that 4G shit. Did you hear? They just added California. He's fucking talking about it.
Dude, dollars to donuts, the best phone on the
Dollars
market.
to donuts.
Dollars
to donuts.
When you want to talk nuts and bolts, dude.
Dude.
In a weird way, I think Bob is setting this nigga up. I know, because Joe feels betrayed right now.
You know that he is.
Did they put a lot of elbow grease into this phone, dude?
Joe feels like Dan Gilbert from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You got fucked.
Bobby just went to Miami.
It's just one guy rolling me under the bus after another. Get him under the fucking back tires.
So he said hands down, Bobby. So you didn't say if you didn't have an iPhone, that you'd be right on this Evo. Is that a fact?
Absolutely. If I didn't have the
You
iPhone,
would change to Sprint and buy this Evo.
If I didn't have the iPhone, I would have that phone because that phone is
the iPhone.
It's better than the iPhone, and the camera, certain things are better, but the battery life lasts. And I told you this, Joe, lasts like 3 minutes because it's a 42-inch plasma TV.
I had no problem with the battery life yesterday. I played with it a lot, but let's go on record here. And Sam fucking heard it. He just said it is better than the iPhone. He just said that.
And I did not.
In certain ways.
He backtracked and
okay.
He amended it.
Joe is not going out like this.
No,
if this was the
really-
court system,
Yeah.
he's already going to jail. But luckily, this is civil court where he actually can. He's actually pulling. Go ahead, Sam.
He's pulling it off.
Don't front on him. Be honest.
He amended it after. You made a fucking face, you cocksucker. You saw it.
He hadn't finished his sentence yet. Bob Kelly said, better than the iPhone in certain ways.
You know what, Sam? Fuck you too.
Danny, yes.
First of all, I'm in my trailer. I'm filming Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I got in trouble because you fucking. I had my thing on speakerphone, listening to you dirtballs talk about porn for the last fucking hour and a half.
That was a good conversation.
The best porn that I saw was and this looked like a real movie, like a real, like it was, whatever you call it. But the guy was talking to these girls, and they got this girl to suck this guy's cock to go into a shed, and whatever cock comes through the door, the hole, she sucks. Then they went to her brother and said, dude, this girl that sucks cock, all you have to do is put your fucking cock through the hole. So he goes over in the woods, sticks his cock in the hole. This chick's sucking his dick.
I seen this.
And then she comes out at the end, and she's like, oh, my God. And they saw each other as brother and sister. She just sucked her brother off and swallowed his load.
Was it?
Yeah, I just saw
was
that.
it real?
I just saw that. Yeah,
was
that
it
seemed
real?
it seemed a little.
Yeah, it's a little odd, huh?
But the reaction was the fucking best. And Patrice, I'm with you with the old lady. I actually banged one in real life. They're fucking nice.
I'm going to watch that
You're
clip
going to get
on
in
my-
trouble talking this way in front of Larry David.
Yeah, really. Look at you, you potty mouth.
Listen, I'm hiding
be
down an
clever.
alley in a fucking between two buildings right now talking to you assholes. I talk to you in front of these fucking people. I don't know I even know you guys.
Bobby, so verdict is it's a good phone if it wasn't an iPhone.
Yeah. If you can't afford the iPhone, yeah, get it.
It's more expensive than the
Oh
fucking
my
iPhone.
God! You have a fucking middle X phone.
This is what Bobby does. Bobby is your best buddy when it's your Bobby.
Joe, if you can't afford an iPad and an iPhone, you get that one. It's the mixture of both.
Ah, see,
So
there
there
you go.
You got the fucking
Big
discount
screen.
version of technology.
It's more expensive than the iPhone. The Evo is more expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not what Bobby said. You
'Cause it's
fucking
better.
you hold Bobby's fucking credibility at a high standard. He said it was a fucking.
Bobby's saying anything
it's for,
right
It's
now.
for MCs.
Kicked him out of his trailer. He's fucking scrambling.
He's practicing his ad libbing. Shut up, stupid. He just used us to practice his fucking ad libbing skills for fucking Larry
He
David.
called up to practice a fake argument like he's going to have on the show. We're going to see Curb next month, and it's going to be Larry David going, I kind of like the Evo. And Bobby goes,
Dude, it stinks. Dude, I got an idea. It's a phone discussion between the Evo and the iPhone. It's very topical.
Well, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Full of shit, Bobby. You know it's a fucking.
Yeah.
This fucking had an agenda, you piece of shit. You didn't care about the Evo. Practicing his fucking improv skills.
Oh my God! You know what I want to do, Bobby. Thank you so much for helping that out.
Hey, Larry, what's up, Larry? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, look at these two, right? Best pals. You
He's
know
talking
what?
to Larry Reeb.
Watch this. Line 1, Tony in New York. Watch. Hey, we're gonna take some calls. Hey, Tony.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? What do you got for the show?
I just wanted to back up, Joe. I'm gonna be 1 minute. I'm just gonna say I got the Evo. I could have got the iPhone. I'm happy with the Evo. I don't hate the iPhone. I just think the Evo is a pretty damn good phone. It's the only thing I can say about the Evo right now that hasn't caught up with the iPhone is the apps. I think
right, the apps, which we discussed already.
See how this
goes? Joe cracks open his phone.
Fucking hate the callers.
They add nothing.
Well, Tony.
Nothing. Tony, you sacrificial lamb.
Tony made
my point.
A damn fine point. I like when he said that. That was
damn fine point.
Tony, I used to have the iPhone. I got rid of it and got this. So
because you couldn't afford the iPhone. We already established.
And you did brag about your $78 a month bill.
It's fucking better service for less money.
All right,
yes,
so you can't
you're
afford
a fucking discount guy.
Yeah.
You're a discount guy.
It's
less money,
better
less gooder.
Service
and
for
you had
less money.
Discount Tony coming back you up.
Discount Tony.
Discount Joe and Tony. That's your new shit.
I love the reiteration call. The reiteration call.
Yeah, I just want to add that, Joe, it is a good phone. It's great. The Evo, better than the iPhone. You get the weather, you squeeze your fingers, and the screens come up. The camera. I just wanted to reiterate everything Joe said because I have nothing to add to the show. Fucking, I'm a dumb caller.
Oh my God! Let me tell you. Let me tell you how fucking fucked up this is. It's tearing down everything Obi built for 20 years. As when he gets back, no fucking Johnny from Schenectady is going to be on the fucking phone because he's not going to get
them. Fuck him. All right, let me hear Andrew. Andrew from Illinois, everybody. Live one. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. Andrew from Illinois. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. What do you got for the show today, Andrew?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Phone a little bit better than that Tony guy did.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so the Evo over the iPhone has got an 8-megapixel camera, which should be a little bit better than the iPhone 6 megapixels. So that's a big one.
Yeah. 2 megapixels.
That's flash.
It also is getting the Android 2.2 software this week, which is going to have Flash Player installed. So all those Flash websites that you could go to, that the iPhone will never be able to play, all the Android phones will be.
Let me go. Well, let me go to the hands are up here in the studio. Patrice O'Neill.
I'm listening to Tech Talk. I like tech stuff, but I'm not deep into it like you guys. I love hearing it. It seems to me somehow the iPhone has figured out something. Like it's something about it that is
very
fantastic. But the drawer, it's like there's what he's saying is little things just to be better than the iPhone.
Right.
But it ain't. But it's like saying, okay, I got a Mercedes. It's a V6. Well, the new fucking Infinity is a V12. And you go, I'm still buying this Mercedes, even though, this one has 27 spark plugs, but the Mercedes only has 23. Like the flash, it just doesn't seem like
the iPhone.
It's like carrying around a television with flash. It sounds like it's just.
It's like this. You got to picture like this. The iPhone is an amazing device. Dude.
Thanks, Andrew. And I just dump them.
The iPhone's an amazing device. It's concise. It's user friendly. It's a fantastic phone. Its downfall is AT&T service. It's like having a Mac.
But Verizon's going to get it soon.
It's like having a Mac. No, they're not, dude. That's been the rumor since it came out. It's like having a Mac computer that you can only use dial-up internet with.
Oh, don't even make that analogy,
Joe
DeRosa. Let me ask you, when was the last time you made an AT&T call on a fucking iPhone?
A few months ago when I still had my iPhone.
And what happened?
The fucking thing dropped constantly. Their problem.
Hold on to it tighter.
Exactly. Their problem in New York City is they have tons of towers, but their signal strength has a problem getting. I don't know what the term is, but getting through the buildings. It's not that there aren't enough towers in New York. It's the buildings.
I use my fucking phone. I got AT&T. I use it in the tunnels.
Yeah,
I use it in a tunnel.
Look at all my bars.
I'm telling you, dude. I live 3 blocks from here. I fucking drop calls constantly.
Here's what I hate about that fucking
The web
stupid
service stinks. It just stinks.
Web service stinks.
As a performer, some people want to take pictures.
You know how fast my 3G is?
That doesn't have a flash on it.
It does now.
No, it does.
Oh, well,
on
finally,
the
after the 4th generation.
You need to buy another phone?
Exactly. I'm not going to say they don't have that built-in obsolescence because they do that all the time. They fucking make something, and then the next version has something you wanted on the other version.
And now the new shit has
Yeah, now it's got a flash on it.
I might be soft. I still think Blackberries is for the big boys. I think that shit is big boy.
Blackberries. You got
big
FaceTime
boy
on that thing?
fucking.
Yeah. You got FaceTime.
Yeah, now
business.
I'll give you this. The problem with my FaceTime versus yours is nobody's got this phone unless people have Sprint. So the FaceTime isn't. But
I will FaceTime my ass off.
I'll go 3G to 3G with you right now, and the 3G service on Sprint is insane, dude. It's
I'm
fast.
not in that big a hurry. For fucking just getting to, oh, here we go. I want to check, my stock or something.
Oh, so you can't even use the 4G. It has 4G capability.
You can use. They don't have it in New York
But
yet.
they don't have
will.
4G.
They will. I mean, it'll just be a matter of time.
They will.
But the smart thing is to go back and use Edge because nobody uses Edge anymore.
Yeah, let's get back on Edge.
Well, AT&T, by the way, is ripping down all their Edge towers. Edge service will be eliminated, which means your fucking phone battery is going to die like that. Because the iPhone, when you have it on 3G, the battery runs out instantly. Instantly.
Mine's on 3G
all the
day.
time.
All
it goes to
day.
Edge. You're mad when it goes to Edge.
I go to my network when I go home, and this thing doesn't. Where are you getting your info? You're a hater.
Joel's a tech
iPhone
liar.
from the first gen. I didn't get that one, so maybe it's better with that one.
You didn't get this one. He's talking about the latest version that is the best version, and you're bad-mouthing it like the last version.
He fucking knows that he made a mistake with this Evo.
Oh, I know.
He bought.
How long do you have to wait online?
He bought
for
the
your Evo,
hybrids
by the
of
way?
phones.
How long were you waiting online for your Evo?
They just had one at the store, and I bought
Yeah,
it.
of course they did. There people waited 8-10 hours to pick up a fucking iPhone.
I bet the instructions was in
morons.
it. He bought it from an Arab.
I won't say they're not morons. I'm just saying, know a guy at the store, dummy.
I had a fucking conniption fit yesterday because the iPhone 4 is still sold out everywhere. I was going to leave Sprint yesterday.
So he wanted.
That's why he got an Evo, by the way.
Can I please say it now? It goes
obvious.
all the fucking. Don't get frustrated. It goes all the way back to where I said these phones are nothing but vengeance against the iPhone.
But you don't even know what I was going to
Dominance.
say. I wasn't going to say I was going to go back to the iPhone. That's not what I was going to say.
He went shopping for a fucking the 4G iPhone.
Or the 4, yeah.
No, so he said,
version
fuck
4.
that, I'm going to get the Evo. That's what he did.
Oh, you're sold out? What's the next best phone?
I didn't.
For cheapskates.
What's the second best phone?
Forget it. I can't. Why do I keep trying to defend it? I don't understand.
Because you brought up that phone like it was the second coming of Christ.
Asshole, yeah. You brought it up with such power.
I went looking. I was going to switch to Verizon yesterday because I was pissed off that the Evo was sold out everywhere. And then I go to Verizon and then look at all the new Droid phones, and they're all sold out everywhere. And then the fucking iPhone 4 I know is also sold out
So you
everywhere.
got
And
your
it's just
phone because
No.
everything you wanted was gone.
No. I wanted this phone the most, but I couldn't fucking find it. I found one, but I couldn't find it. And I was ready to go, fuck this. I'm just going to go to Verizon. I was so mad that it was sold out that I was going to go to Verizon and get their new Droid. Then they were all sold out. And then I remembered that AT&T is all sold out of the
Listen to
fucking
this
iPhones.
Let me ask you a question. Why did you
do that?
Why did you get your fucking iPhone?
My iPhone? Because I had the previous generations. I like the iPhone. I like
you
the
just
interface.
wanted that iPhone.
I wanted this phone.
Did you hear this horse shit that he went downtown and then he found out and then the sky turned green?
I didn't get an iPhone because my first 3 picks were sold out.
I have a BlackBerry.
That's not what I said.
You know what? My BlackBerry fucking Bold.
It's what you said now.
I have a BlackBerry Bold, and they changed the fucking the trackball into this like optical pad.
Ooh.
And that's all I
How's that
needed.
work?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big fan of touchscreen shit. I know that's the shit, but I like. It seems it can go wrong too much,
I like that touch
and
screen
your greasy fingers and shit just be on your screen.
You just do this. You go on your
By
shirt.
the way-
There you go. Good.
By the way, the guy you're saddling up with has a fucking BlackBerry, and not even the touchscreen BlackBerry.
Oh,
the
shit.
shitty,
Yeah. Oh, damn. We should be at war.
old fucking BlackBerry where you can't even dial a phone number when it says dial 1-800-OPIE and Anthony because the fucking keypad doesn't have the goddamn letters on it.
Oh, shit.
Fuck that BlackBerry.
When I have when I go places on first class, when I fly.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people fly coach that have Evos. They have Evo coach. So
I like that. You
when
only
I fly
fly
first
class
class
because you're too fat to sit in coach.
Hey, man.
It degenerates to this.
But when me and my first class white people, the ones that aren't fat, everyone pulls out a BlackBerry. Everybody. Because it's business.
It's the business.
It's a business phone. But look at iPods, I touch, they're for kids. They're cute.
Well,
They're for the
I
children.
now have to. I now have to retort. Allow me to retort.
Your old good buddy Patrice just turned on
Fuck
you.
iPhones. I've always hated iPhones, but I'm saying I know I hate the Evo.
Yeah, I hate the Evo too.
I hate the iPhone, but fuck the Evo.
I hate the Evo.
Fuck that stupid phone.
And can I just say really quickly to the ass that just feedbacked in, Drew Chew Train.
Ooh.
Android, he just writes, Android 27% of the market versus 23% iPhone.
Shut up!
Now, I'm so sick of hearing this. I'm so sick of hearing this argument because what people don't seem to understand is that we're talking about an Android, which is an OS. It's an operating system.
Right.
Which runs on fucking 50 different phones versus the iPhone, which is only on the iPhone.
So all those phones combined are selling more than
well,
one.
I should hope that 50 different Android phones are beating solitary iPhone
I ever
sales.
see for the Android is buy one get 12 free. That's it. It's another phone for kids.
Dude, do you know how much BlackBerries cost when you sign up to Sprint or Verizon or AT&T anyway?
$1?
$25. $25. Even with your instant...
They all can suck my dick, really. I wish I could fuck. I wish I had a pigeon. I'll go back to carrier pigeon, nigga, or fucking a guy that can get his head cut off when I send him to go fucking tell somebody bad news.
Oh, no, the thing about the BlackBerry is it is a business thing. But that's like saying Windows. A lot of businesses are still running Windows. They don't have Macs running all over unless they're like an art house does, photographic places. They have a lot of Macs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. It doesn't mean it's better. It just means it's more conducive to business.
But here's the only reason why, and this is where your argument is completely flawed. It's more...
Joe hates me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man. Joe for the fucking prosecution today.
Ever since I said Alfred Hitchcock stunk, I didn't even remember doing that. Who listens to that? Steven Spielberg's a douche. Jaws was a ripoff of fucking Piranha. Like, what the fucking...
What's your point about the BlackBerry?
Business. It's only better for business because because of the way that it's able to be networked in.
Yes.
If you have a massive amount of employees and you need them all on the same network, that's why it's better for business.
And you don't want to fucking around with fun games and stuff.
Yeah, well,
let me tell you, the first
individual makes absolutely no difference.
The first iPhone couldn't. You couldn't have 75 email addresses that consolidate into one thing. Now they had to build BlackBerry. That hasn't changed that since it began.
They haven't changed much.
It's a fucking great phone.
Please, the BlackBerry.
I love BlackBerry.
I had the first generation BlackBerry. Those things have fucking changed drastically.
My girl loves the iPod. Got her. I mean, the iPhone. I bought her an iPhone. She loves it.
Hey,
you're using that
girl.
You're using that as an insult.
She Twitters with it.
I Twitter with mine.
She's cute. It's cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's fun. You're a fun guy.
Did you guys?
A bunch of cool stuff.
Did you guys know?
You're a millionaire with your toys, man. You love them.
Did you know the first car ever could only fit 2 people in it? Did you know that? They had to build up, but the first airplane ever. No, they could fit. They could fit. That fucking argument sucked.
Droids. What is it? What's his stupid phone?
Evo.
He's not. He knows he fucked up. He's gonna try to get his money back today. He fucking knows he fucked up. There's only 2 conversations. And look, I wouldn't even. I'm not. There's only 2 conversations: the iPhone or the BlackBerry.
It really is.
And the iPhone will probably defeat the BlackBerry in the
eventually.
But I know that my life was better because of BlackBerry. Just because You answer emails. They come back and they look.
See, that's it. I feel my life is better because of the iPhone.
You like the iPhone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's iPhone. But
everything else, though, is all the same shit.
Everybody's in there like,
that's lumped in.
People are going, Everybody's going, BlackBerry. See, BlackBerry, iPhone. And then he goes,
iPhone,
I bought the last Evo
and all the other shit.
I want to thank you guys for having me on the Cunt and Cunt show today.
Your shitty phone that gets HDMI. Who the fuck?
Fucking so,
I can't even watch a whole movie. HDMI sucks up the energy. The movie sucks up the energy. What the fuck is...
Who's plugging their phone into the TV
Dude,
to
I
fucking
swear to
watch
God,
something?
I swear to God.
I watch the TV.
I had to have Bobby explain that to me yesterday. He goes, dude,
hands down, you watch shit on the TV.
And he did say hands down, that cocksucker. He did say hands down.
He goes, dude, it's got fucking HDMI. Blah, 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 blah. And I go, what is that even... Why would you want to I literally go, why would you want to plug your phone into the TV? I don't understand it. He goes,
I pay no attention to Bobby's fucking technology. Because you know what it is? I'm going to tell you something. You know what Bobby's technology shit is? And this is why I pay him no attention. He wants that. Bobby is the tech guy.
He wants to own that.
And I don't want to take it from him, but I don't pay any attention. It's just like Philadelphia wants to be cheesesteak place.
Right.
They want it. I've been to 6 places that have better sandwiches.
oh, my God.
But you want it, you can fucking
You own it.
have it.
And
Bobby's tech thing, like, dude, let me tell you. And then you go, well, I'm not the tech guy. I don't really want to be. So, tell me, Bobby.
you be the guy.
Well, you know what? Shut the fuck up, HDMI. No one.
Holy shit.
Dude,
let me tell
I
you,
swear, one of the funniest things ever was him explaining the iPad to me.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't understand, Bobby. It's just like a laptop. And he goes, no, dude, it's fucking not. Okay? Because if I'm in a fucking airport, I got a laptop. I got to sit there and do this. And he literally starts miming, doing the mouse with his
very
finger.
Good mime.
And acts like, dude, he's got this expression on his face like it's like draining his fucking living
like
essence.
Like an infomercial showing how hard it is to use an ordinary towel.
And then he goes, dude, I swear, yeah, exactly. And then I swear to God, he goes, but if I got the iPad, dude, I pull it out, I can flap this, I can flip this.
When he started talking about flapping pages, I wanted to hit him with it.
And he goes, it's got a virtual keyboard on it, which is fucking great. Check this out, dude. Even
if the new keyboard, he wraps something around all his fingers.
Yeah.
And he fucking,
it's
like fucking
I'm in the
Minority Report. He's like fucking
Report, dude. I'm waiting for my plane.
He's got to put on that I'm playing King Kong suit in a movie.
He fucking wants it. I know the fucking. Wait a minute. This is the Andy Serkis suit. The fucking Gollum suit where it's attached to his face and
he's got the ping pong balls all over him for fucking motion capture.
Probably got a green screen in his house.
I'm motion capturing myself.
Douche.
I got the eye suit, dude. It's fucking sick.
Fucking. But he wants it. He
dance out
wants
the letters and it types it, dude. So dude, he's telling me about the fucking iPad, and then I swear to God, he goes, and dude, if you don't like the virtual keyboard, check this out. You can buy an external keyboard and plug it in. And I go, so
now
it's a fucking laptop,
now it's
dickhead.
A laptop.
It's the same.
That's funny how
thing.
he just turned on Bob too, because Bob turned on him. They were friends.
Oh, they were. He
legitimized Bobby.
He was using Bob to back his story up.
No.
What? Bob?
I was going to ask if I can use that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah, dude. Yeah. It's always good for a phone.
Dude, is it working?
Yeah.
Dude, I heard you fucking turn on me on Opie and Anthony today, dude. The fucking iPad is not the same thing as a laptop. All right, dude?
Wait a minute, can you please
Bob on the phone.
Can you please add Subdue Bob? Please blow cigarette smoke also. You have to go. Because that's his fucking poignant thinking is his cigarette smoke. Bobby.
Yes.
Dude, look. I heard you on the show. Let me...
That's some dude, like when he's in here, it's like, dude, let me tell you something. He gets on the phone, it's like, dude.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
This is me. This is you calling Bobby after he does your show. Ready? Hello. What's up, dude? I'm just fucking cooked. I got it. Dude, Bird and me were trashing Bobby one day. We go, Bobby's so fat. Even when he talks about his physical state, it's in cooking terms. I'm just fried, dude. I'm cooked. I'm just basted after this morning.
Cigarettes and a sip of coffee, and then he's talking about fucking technology. Shut the fuck up. But he wants it.
He wants it.
A lot of these places want what they want. Like I said, I'm not going to lie. I've tasted 2 or 3 places that Philly steaks, I go, whatever.
Patrice,
but
wrong.
they want it. So I have nothing
They
to
got to be the Philly cheesesteak. It's
want
Philly.
it.
It's in the name.
Why would you take something from somebody that wants? They want it.
They're the best at it. That's why.
Deep dish pizza, you go to Chicago.
Let me tell you something.
I bet I get better deep dish.
Chicago deep dish pizza sucks dick.
Welcome back to Difficult for No Reason with Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, shit.
I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I had it. I ordered it when I was there. I ordered a whole deep dish, and I ordered the other one they're proud of, which is thin crust.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they cut them in squares. That's the first thing I put my balls in. The second thing is a deep dish pizza is cheese on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
then
into that.
it's like eating a fucking a rim. It's hard. It's not delicious. New York pizza, and I'm not from New York, is the best pizza I've ever had.
I don't think anyone is going to argue that point. But Chicago wants to own the deep dish pizza.
They have it, Chicago.
They want
I'm
deep
not
dish.
going to say your fucking Texas doesn't have the best barbecue I ever had. I went to Texas. Can I have some of that Texas brisket? Oh, shit. I thought I cut a piece of my own ass off and didn't cook it. I ate a raw piece of my own ass. And it's just like, and they look at you with this, how's that, partner? And you can't go, it eats balls, because they want it. They want brisket. You can fucking have it, Texas, but you don't have the best fucking damn brisket. Really, did you wrap it up and marinate it and dry rub? It stunk.
Patrice don't like anything.
But they want it.
Yes, they do want to be the barbecue steak.
The only place that owns something that is actually, and I ordered clam chowder anywhere I fucking go.
Okay.
New England clam chowder. Boston there's a place called Kelly's Roast Beef in like Revere. It's the best clam chowder you can have.
Bob Kelly's back on line 12. He's very busy, but if he's fitting this in his busy schedule, crank him up a little bit. Yeah, Bobby, what's up, man?
I'm hiding in a stairwell right now. I want to talk to you assholes. So, first of all, I don't like that you're doing me. You sound just like me on the radio.
He does do a good Bobby.
You do a great subdued Bobby, by the way. Very good subdued Bobby.
I didn't know I was good at that until I did it to Colin one day, and we were laughing. He goes, I know, that's fucking him. That's fucking him.
The only thing he misses is the coffee sip and the cigarettes of his fucking short pause of poignance. You fucking dick. His poignancy pause.
Bobby, would you like to respond to that?
Listen, this show is just a bunch of fucking friends throwing each other under a bus. You guys are. How the fuck did it turn on me?
You're not even here. I know.
I'm not even here. Listen, Joe, I think your phone is great. For you and what you wanted, it's great. That's all I was trying to say yesterday. I was trying not to be a dick to you. So your phone, if you want to make phone calls, it's great. I apologize, Joe, if you get all whipped up, all right, over your fucking dumb plasma fucking TV.
Dude.
The reason why I didn't get the phone is because I don't need to hook it up to my TV. But I said that's a good thing for you.
Listen, dude.
Yeah.
I know you were just being fucking cool, dude. You know. I mean, we come on the fucking show, dude, and I'm just fucking cooked.
This is a scene in the show, by the way. This is Bobby's scene coming up. Are you subdued Bobby in the show today, Bob?
Yeah, which Bobby are you?
Listen to me, you fucking cocksucker. You fucking cunt. I gotta walk down the street. Hang on, you motherfuckers.
Dude,
smoking.
Dude, kill it today on fucking Curb, dude. It's gonna do good things for both of us.
Cigarette. I mean, it's stupid cigarette pause, you asshole.
Well, it reflects what he just said. Adds a little more. Yeah. Goddamn, Bobby.
Listen to me. You cocksucker, Joe. And Patrice, the reason why I fucking have tech is because I have nothing else in my life.
So you can have it. Exactly. Is the reason why Texas has brisket. They want brisket.
Anthony, you love your iPad. You told me you love
do.
Your
I never
But
said anything
Anthony,
bad
you know
about
what
it.
Anthony doesn't do, Bobby? He doesn't claim tech. He just goes, "Oh, I'm going to buy it," but he really doesn't go, "Oh." He just gets what he gets.
Because I like it.
We have to listen to your tech knowledge. You like being the tech guy, but I love that you love it.
I have nothing else.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to give you tech.
He owns it. He owns it.
You want it, and you can have it.
Yeah.
We love you. Take tech.
I got it. All right. Thank you very much. I'll take tech. Thank you very much. So right now, I'm the tech guy on the show. Any tech things, I got it, right?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Even though Danny's a tech guy, too, but you only hear Danny's texts when he's mad as hell at somebody else's tech
bullshit.
So he's just like, oh.
And Danny,
satellites are stupid. Like, Danny gets mad as soon as a fucking guy. And him
I don't like fucking shitty arguments. That's all. It's just like, if you're gonna say something stupid, I'm gonna have to call you out.
Danny also proves it by, like, he can, if you have a problem with your computer or a network or something, like, Danny can fucking hardware and software fix shit.
He's a tech guy.
That's a tech guy.
But he doesn't claim tech.
No. Bobby claims
Bobby
it.
makes you forces you to buy. Bobby, here's one thing he just stopped trying to force me to do, is get online on Xbox. I'm like, he goes, dude, you gotta get. I go, I don't want to play with these people. I don't want them to play. I don't want to play. I want to do the story mode. When that's done, I'm done with the fucking game. I finished the game. I don't want to be here with some fucking kid that's bothering me. But he was trying to get me to get online. I couldn't do it.
I hate doing it. It's a whole nother part of the game, dude.
Dude, what's up, dude? You online right now? Dude, can you hear me through your fucking headset, dude? All right, listen, go into this fucking room. It's called Call of Duty Black Ops. Go in, okay? You see that name on the screen? Dumb shit dickwad? That's my gamer name, okay? Go on there. Hold on, dude. Fucking sign into my group. All right.
Bobby knows that's him too. But Bobby, don't stop being a tech guy, because man, we love that you're the tech guy.
No, I buy shit because Bobby has it.
Dude, Bobby's the tech guy.
Like, he comes in with something, and I go, fuck, that's cool, I got to get that.
Yeah, no, that's why I used him in my defense argument.
I bought this fucking app.
But it didn't work.
I know.
And you threw in hands down and fucked up your testimony.
Because it's like arguing with you guys is like arguing like with gorillas. You just jump on your chest and start pounding it. It's like, well, what the fuck? The logic isn't going to kick in here at any point.
I gotta over to directors right now.
Go do your show, my friend.
All right.
See you, buddy.
I'm gonna take one more call before we take a break. Obviously Bill from Ohio has got something just so important for the show. Bill from Ohio, you're on, Bill.
You're full of shit.
Oh.
This pizza is so much better than New York.
Oh, now we're gonna.
Is he from Chicago?
Pizza.
Okay, ready? I only want to make this argument with people who aren't from that area.
Exactly.
I'm from Boston. I think Boston has some good food. it's. But I'm not going to say
he's from Ohio. This guy. And
okay.
He's saying
wait.
Chicago
Cleveland
pizza is better than New York.
Okay.
I was born in Chicago, and I lived in New York.
Don't defend it because it's from there. Have you ever had a nice big slice of fucking like La Familia pizza, fresh out the oven?
Have you?
I lived in Syracuse and Liverpool.
Syracuse,
Nigga,
no.
When people say New York, they mean Manhattan.
Dumb motherfucker. See?
When people say California, they mean L.A.
They don't mean fucking Sacramento.
They're cities. Listen, Chicago. Listen, I'm saying if you want it, you can have it. If somebody goes, oh, I got the best beef hot dog. What the fuck ever?
Chicago has better hot dogs too.
That's what I'm. Yeah, because they have better beef.
Fuck you! I'm so fucking tired that Chicago hot dogs are great because we put fucking pickle juice and hot peppers and mayonnaise on.
Oh, that whole hot dog thing where they're laying
hot dogs. Chicken hot dogs are terrible.
Dude, guess what? You're a faggot.
Another useless caller. Goodbye.
People they really get protective of their local fare. But it's like I'm saying this because I've had a Philly cheesesteak.
Right.
I'm not going to go fuck it and fuck Philly cheesesteak. I'm saying I have had some cheesesteaks that I was like, this is better. And the only reason is the same thing of why when he brought up Evo, it's the attitude of why you say Philly goes, fucking Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
If they just go, hey, have one of my cheesesteaks, taste this. And you go, wow, that's really good. That's really up there with some of the best cheesesteaks. But the fact is, we want cheesesteaks.
We're known for it. We rule. We have the best.
Boston we call them steak and cheeses. We just Boston steak and cheese is phenomenal.
But now you're breaking the rule because you're from the area.
I'm only saying that. I'm only saying that because luckily I have traveled and I'm eat.
Yeah.
San Francisco has the best
homos
and best Chinese food.
Chinese food, yeah.
San Francisco's Chinese food is phenomenal.
That makes sense. They've been coming over for years.
Phenomenal. Better than any Chinese food. New York Chinese food stinks.
Dude, let me tell you something. There's a Chinatown down here in Arkansas, and it's the best goddamn Chinese food you're ever going to eat.
Yeah.
You would get a caller like that.
I'm so mad at that brisket in Houston. It's just like, go down to the little place where it's rickety, and, there's an actual cowboy. He's about 106. Still has a horse. Come on down. Here's how we cook it. They even put on the menu how it's cooked.
Yeah.
Slow cooked with the baba. I went in there, dude. If I didn't have I had to buy 8 gallons of iced tea to enjoy this fucking brisket.
Wash this down with.
And to wash down this dry brisket. To wash down this tasty brisket.
That is a dry brisket.
But here's what a polite motherfucker I am. I said, these guys believe in this brisket.
Yeah.
I said, maybe my taste buds are wrong. I'm going to eat this fucking brisket.
Yeah.
I'm going to, this stinks.
Dude.
But I kept going because you wanted it.
It's like the Mexican.
It's Samuel Jackson eating that burger.
May I have some of your Texas tea to wash down this tasty brisket?
That's that.
What's in this?
That Houston
6
barbecue
gallons of iced tea.
Oh my God!
May I drink the 6 gallons of iced tea to wash down this shithole brisket?
Because my woman enjoys ribs, which means I enjoy ribs too. By the way,
don't dig on brisket.
Don't get mad at your stupid food. I've been around, and I'm just saying, dude. It's just there's places
people take pride in make me laugh a lot of times. It really does. It's so ridiculous. Why are you so like, dude, our pizza so much better? First of all, it's taste. It's subjective to a point. unless it's shit and filet mignon.
Yeah.
I bet the filet mignon tastes better than the shit. But, like, if this guy likes Chicago pizza better than New York pizza, or Syracuse pizza, by the way, the guy calls with his point that New York pizza sucks based on Syracuse pizza.
Fucking Liverpool, he said.
Yeah, in Liverpool.
No. Where the fuck is Liverpool?
I don't know. He ate Canadian pizza.
Nobody uses the entire state as a reference.
When you say New York, you mean the city of New York.
And I have something else to say to if there's listeners in
when
Chicago.
When you say L.A., you don't mean Bakersfield.
Anybody out there?
Fucking idiot.
Anybody out there in Chicago, you have a great city, but number one, when it comes to your deep dish pizza, Pizza Hut is better. Number one.
Yes.
Dude. Number two, fuck your hot dogs. I can't stress. I'm tired of that shit. Oh, man.
You stand online for a half hour just to get the pickles and the fucking
do you have a
cabbage.
fucking strawberry dog? They put fucking strawberries on them.
Shut
it's
up.
disgusting.
Give me a bun and mustard and I'm out of here.
I went to Cincinnati, and a motherfucker made me have their local spaghetti and chili. I took 2 bites, and he's just looking at me with his eyes really open. It was,
Like,
a limo driver, one of the drivers.
You're gonna like
he goes,
this.
I go, what's the thing you eat here? He's like, oh, chili and spaghetti. We go to Chili and Spaghetti R Us, and I almost mash it in his face like a Three Stooges.
It doesn't even sound good.
That sounds nasty.
It's like, but he was so proud.
Yeah.
That this is something he could go, this is what we do.
And he's going to turn you on to part of their culture.
My mind was open, man. I'm a greedy. My mind is open to any food you want to give me a chance to taste.
Sure.
And, dude, deep dish Chicago pizza, I have to say, one of the most overrated. Like, Philly cheesesteaks aren't, I don't get mad at them.
No.
I
get mad at deep dish pizza.
I just get mad. I get mad at deep dish pizza because
There's
it's
wet tomatoes just thrown on top, like
it's a
whole
reverse
fucking tomatoes.
It's a reverse regular pizza.
Yeah.
I would take cold Pizza Hut pizza with no cheese on it over Chicago
with cheese
pizza.
That overnight the dog ate it off during a party. You woke up and just ate the crust.
It's just that layer of sauce that looks like it was dripped on there by accident. Pizza Hut doesn't even look like they put it on
enjoys Uno's.
Oh, it stinks.
Who the fuck
it stinks.
goes
Why would I go there?
to Uno's to have Chicago-style pizza? When you get there, you order chicken fingers. Or if you order a personal pan, the giant cooked... But really, is my pepperoni on the sauce? And I don't even know how to fucking eat
look
this
at that
shit.
thing. That's it.
It's
Danny just punched up a picture.
Dumb.
It's horrible.
It looks disgusting.
The crust is hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know
the
how
crust
you
is fucking like tooth breaking hard.
Yeah. You know your least favorite part of the pizza is the crust, and your second least favorite part's the sauce. Yeah,
fucking everybody's
Wait
food.
a second.
Yeah.
If you eat actual Chinese food, you might die.
That's a promo for the next episode of his show.
Patrice, what do you think of Disney World? Fuck Mickey Mouse. I'm sick of it.
And by the way, the Italian food in the Italy and Epcot was fantastic. So I don't even have to go to Italy.
Real quick though, before we get too far away from Chicago, remember when McDonald's had pizza?
Ooh, no.
They had pizza for a month in 1996.
And lobster sandwiches.
I would rather have the McDonald's pizza.
You would rather have McDonald's
over
pizza.
Chicago deep dish. Mama Celeste, I would take over Chicago.
I'd rather have an Elio's from school.
I'd rather have
Is there some kind of
Elio's.
commercial that you have we been on 2 hours straight talking about?
I know, right?
Fucking pizza.
Fucking pizza and phones.
I would take Elio's that Mama Celeste uses a tampon over Chicago deep
Just
dish
a
pizza.
pad.
Yeah.
Throw in her fucking old panties. Yeah, we'll take a break. You're right. I'm just looking, laughing, fucking talking about phones and shitty Chicago food.
6:45 to 8:30 talking about how shitty your brisket is.
Shit. we were discussing certain things during the break. It was kind of interesting. I won't say
sure.
I won't say freakish or anything or sick or anything.
I
but
would.
Joe DeRosa is looking for a certain type of girl, I guess.
I like older women. It's not a we've talked about it a lot on here, but
Older women-
everybody's going
now-
ugh at me.
No. How old are you?
35.
All right, an older woman for you would be
50.
38, 40-year-old woman is an older woman than you.
Technically older. That's not. You know what I mean? That's not
horrible.
I want to have sex.
Jim?
I fucking
You're
can't comprehend
looking-
it.
How old of a woman? Now
You can't come without white shoes up in the air. Sorry.
How old of a woman is like if you could fantasize about any age woman? How old of a woman would you be looking for?
55, 60.
55 or 60-year-old woman. You
But
want
like a hot 55.
I wouldn't even be friends with one of them. I loved your show. Really? Fuck you.
But in this day and age, 55, 60 is a very different story from what it was 10 years ago.
Yes.
It's 10 years older.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were fucking 45, 50. Now they're 55, 60. Gross to grosser.
Now, what is it? What is it about that? What attracts you to a woman of that age?
I don't know. I just like older women. I've always, ever since I was a very young kid, I always did the teacher fantasy, all that stuff.
That's fine, but
Something went on.
just to suck their big, smelly
went
lamb
on.
tits. Oh, yuck.
A lot of them have fake tits.
What?
A lot of them have fake tits, so
Yeah,
their
'cause
tits
the real ones have been.
You're telling me. You're telling me.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me right now you wouldn't fuck Raquel Welch or somebody like you wouldn't
No.
fuck her.
She's 70.
No.
I might just because it's her.
70.
You wouldn't have fucked her at 60. She was smoking.
Again, because
No.
she's a 1 in a million rarity.
But that's I'm saying that kind of vibe. I'm not saying I want to fuck some goddamn, you know, if I was good with references or
What do you
riffing,
jerk
I
off
could think of
do you
something right
jerk
now.
off to Rula Lenska?
Ah, Rula Lenska.
Yeah, I'm not saying I want to fuck B. Arthur. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or like
Yeah.
that. I'm saying like I want to fuck like a sexy older woman. It turns me on.
You know, for me, an older woman, it's like if she's pushing 30, I'm like, you'll be lucky if I stick this in you. Fucking 55, I wouldn't even give them a ride home.
I date younger sometimes, but I can't. They annoy the fuck out of me after a while, and I can't do it.
You know what I want? A young chick, like 25, between 25 and 30, with a fucking giant meat pussy. That's all I want. A fucking, like the type of...
What about Charo? Would you
Mr.
fuck Charo?
Coochie coochie.
No, I never. I don't think Char was hot even when she was young. She never did.
I'd
it
fuck
for
her
me.
dead body.
She's
I think.
dead.
You like Charo?
She's not dead.
No, she's not dead, but I don't know. There's something. I don't know.
Scared
Something
me.
sexy about her.
No, I
Yeah?
wouldn't.
As
no.
old as she even is now, there's something sexy about
She was
her.
in
No.
here
How about
dancing with me.
Jaja? Would you lift her remaining leg? And stick it in?
I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
No.
You know, there's no firmness, there's no elasticity or firmness in that
But
body.
these
and-
days, that's not true
No,
anymore.
it is. It's basic chemistry.
That's not true anymore.
Talking the moisture is fucking leaving their body like the salt-sucking monster on Star Trek.
Look, look up fucking. I'm of course I'm drawing a goddamn blank right now, but
Yeah.
but dude, that chick that hosts this show that's always on
Which one?
the morning news show, that blonde morning coffee, the short
Oh,
hair.
you like that fucking...
From MSNBC?
On Morning Joe?
Yeah,
That
or
fucking
Morning
that
Joe.
Mika?
stick in the mud Tweety Bird
She
bitch.
stinks.
I'm not saying she sounds like a lot of fun to hang out with, but I'm saying she turns me on.
She's probably a good fuck because she's such an uptight cunt that she is probably a
Yeah.
fuck. She probably can't get enough dick in her ass.
Mika.
Yeah, she stinks.
No, I'd bang her.
Other people like her. The second search is Mika, whatever her last name is, Legs.
Legs.
Yeah,
And then
she's fuckable.
Bikini hot feet.
Well, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus.
What a fucking bore she is though on TV.
Totally.
Who's like an older?
Goldie Hawn.
I'd fuck Susan Sarandon.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Yuck.
Oh,
Absolutely.
She stinks.
Oh, golf ball-eyed Susan Sarandon. You'd fucking bang her now? You'd bang her now?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Why is that so wrong? You know what? Even if you're not into it, why are you so offended by that? Why does that bother you so much? Do I pass judgment on you and the way you conduct
every day?
I'd rather fuck Chris.
You got a
Sarandon.
good point.
Look at her.
I'd love to.
Oh my God, that's a grandma
Let me
looking.
see her face.
I think she's hot. I don't
She's
care.
fucking horrible. She's not hot.
She looks like Robert Plant. The big fucking fat round face, that wispy, curly,
really
shitty
does.
hair.
She really does.
What about
Oh boy, you're just
celebs get hotter as they
but I
older?
forgot to specify female, so I'm getting pictures of Tom Cruise. And
15 hot celebrities with even hotter moms.
Oh,
I would have been Goldie Hawn circa the fucking Baxter girl. What was that movie they did where they were the Banger sisters?
Oh, that?
I would have banged her in that movie.
Would you have eaten her ass after Private Benjamin, or Seems Like Old Times? I would have. Who else do you want to fuck? Donald Pleasance? It's terrible.
Oh, Helen Mirren in 2 seconds.
Helen Mirren's too old, but she's.
Look at
Let me
that. You
see,
wouldn't
damn it.
fuck her, Jim? Come on.
No. No. Now, Helen Mirren is a rare case, maybe, but there's no way that feels as good as it looks.
Demi Moore. You wouldn't
Demi Moore, yes.
Demi Moore's 50. You wouldn't fuck her?
Yeah, but she's Hollywood 50, man. That's a lot of work, 50.
But that's what I'm saying is like the average woman now can be almost Hollywood 50.
No, because you're going to end up with a 55-year-old disaster. You're talking about all this, but when you bed that 55-year-old woman, it ain't going to be Helen Mirren. It ain't going to be Demi Moore. It's going to be some fucking old bat that you find in some gin mill.
Jeez, you really just like to take a guy's dreams down to the fucking ground, don't you?
I'm sorry,
Who's
Joe.
that?
Let me see.
Who's that? I love her. At least from the small picture.
Oh, no.
Click on it. Who is that?
It looks like, what's her name from the shit yogurt commercial?
Yeah, it does a little
Jamie Lee
I'd
Curtis.
still fuck Jamie Lee Curtis. Only because I
wouldn't.
bet she has a big, meaty pussy. I've always thought that about her.
I wouldn't have sex with her now because she crossed over and she looks
Yeah, she looks.
she
old.
looks like lesbian-ish.
Yes, with the short hair.
Because
and
the short gray hair. and stuff.
hair.
Yeah, she kind of went the
Yeah.
Kelly McGillis route.
Oh, Kelly McGillis, a disaster.
Jamie Lee looks better than Kelly McGillis, but she went that same route of like, I'm just going to turn in the
I
sexy
give up.
card completely.
I give up.
Click on that, please.
Oh shit!
That's
What is that?
disgusting.
You like that? Jesus. What about that mess from? What about that mess Samantha from Sex and the City?
She never turned me on. Even when she was young, she didn't do it very. But Sarah Jessica Parker in a fucking heartbeat.
She's okay.
The Charlotte abso-fucking-lutely, the black-haired one.
How about Rue McClanahan from the Golden Girls, the saucy one?
No.
The one I was talking about in the break?
Betty White?
No. The one that I was talking about looked just like Sarah Jessica Parker, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Sarah Jessica Parker. No, I mean, I reckon. Why the judgment?
It's just, I don't get it. Like, I don't judge you. Like, I'm happy if you do it, but I mean, I don't get.
That's true. It's no judging. I guess we're just pouring
gross.
our own taste onto
I know,
you
I'm
and
just-
thinking.
I know, I'm not-
You wouldn't fuck Kim
I don't
Control
really-
and Mannequin?
I'm not saying I wouldn't. She just never really turned me on. There's something about her. She just never. I recognize that she's attractive. She just doesn't turn me on. She's not my. But she seems like a cool motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I've seen her in interviews and stuff. She's really fucking.
You know who? You know
Seems
who's
like
an
she'd be
old
fun to hang out.
lady who I'd probably still bang now? Who's that?
Nancy Reagan.
From fucking Look Who's Talking and Cheers. I can't think of her name. Kirstie
John
Alley.
Travolta?
That big fat pig.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about her looked like, I know she's a big fat old lady
Yeah.
now, but something about her. Is
That's if you
still
want to go
sexy.
old and piggin at the same time.
Yeah, she
Lisa
is a
Kudrow.
mess.
I'd bang Lisa Kudrow. She's probably pushing 50 at this point.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
I'd probably just eat her ass and praise the comeback. How much I love that show.
Oh, that's an old pick. Come on.
That's from January. I'd probably still
Really?
hit it.
She's up big again though. She got big again.
Kirstie, she probably has great tits.
Shelley Long. I'd fuck Shelley Long right now.
Oh,
Look up Shelley Long.
God, I haven't seen her.
Rhea
in years
Perlman's
on
single.
anything.
I'd rather fuck Danny DeVito. than Rhea. That's mean. Why'd I say that?
Well,
I'm a
it
big
is
fan of
true.
hers.
Um,
Look, I'd bang her in a second.
Let me see.
Absolutely.
She looks like any- I just can't.
No,
I
not in that one.
Well, that's what she looks like now.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I
I'm
say, I
sorry,
can't say,
Dan.
Who is that? Dan Keaton?
No, I'd fuck her.
I don't know. Who the
Would you
is
fuck
this?
Diane Keaton?
I would have. I would have up to and including something's got to give. After that, it's when she got a little too old.
Up to and including.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
How could you? I can't look at this motherly thing, and this
No.
grandma-looking
Gross.
women, and think anything sexual about them.
They make noise when they kiss you.
Ew.
Mwah.
Mwah. It all smells like powder and fucking like some kind of fucking shit they need to put on
Goldie
themselves.
fucked her face up. Goldie'd still be cute if she didn't fuck her face up. With
You
all
don't
the
want a
plastic
doughy
surgery.
ass hand?
Bird. Oh no, no.
She really, god damn, she's had too much surgery.
Doughy ass.
The
Who the fuck wants that?
No one.
It's like fucking holding a big pillow. Go away. Buzz off, lady.
Buzz off. Scram. Use old
Buzz
terms.
off.
Oh, God.
Let me see.
That is not Goldie Hawn.
Yes, it is. But she's had surgery, and then she let. If you get surgery once, you got to stay on top of it, or else that starts to happen.
Holy shit.
How old is
Yeah,
she?
she doesn't look good. She's got to be 70.
She looks like Mark Hamill.
Poor it looks like a fucking a mask. That looks like
Yeah.
something you see in a fucking a makeup artist's room.
Yes.
Look up. What's her face? Who's the chick from fucking? Damn, dude. Who's the chick from?
Oh, Meg Ryan.
Oh, Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone. No, Meg Ryan looks terrible. 'cause she got
Sharon Stone. I
face
fuck
work
Shannon
done.
Tweed. I'd still fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, Shannon Tweed. Shannon Tweed is 50 years old.
Stop
Yeah, her
it.
I'd fuck. Yes, she's sexy.
Stop it.
I would fuck Shannon Tweed, man.
You can't. You can't.
Stop. And don't give me one of those pictures through the
You wouldn't
Vaseline
fu-
lens.
Right there. You wouldn't fuck this lady.
No. Look
Let
at
me
her.
see her.
She looks like someone's fucking grandmother.
Oh,
Stop it.
stop it.
She's a grandma. Look.
Oh, stop
you
it.
stop it.
I'd fuck her.
Stop it, Aunt.
You're as perverted on the other end of the spectrum as I am.
Exactly.
And I do not judge you.
You both like him in diapers just for different reasons.
Look up Sharon Stone. Look at her. Oh my God. What's her face? In 2 seconds, Chrissy for Three's Company.
No, I saw her recently. First of all, she's a cunt. She didn't want to take pictures with anybody. Suzanne Summers is a flat-assed cunt.
Flat-assed?
Yeah.
'Cause she
She's
didn't want to
real
take
thick
photos.
everywhere
She didn't
else.
want to take photos with anybody. She's a cunt and an old lady.
All right. Sharon Stone still. Abso-fucking-lutely. Who's that chick? The blonde
Where? Which?
in the yellow dress. She's from some soap opera.
Morgan
Fairchild?
Susan Lucci.
Oh, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, Morgan Fairchild still looks great.
Really?
It's a lot of makeup, but
Yeah, it's just. There's one thing, a Hollywood glamour photo like that, and then them laying down there on the bed or the couch with nothing on, and it would have to be like fucking.
Look, this is a page designed for me and Aunt.
Bill, we're talking about uncomfortable interviews we've had over the years.
Yeah, we want to put something
And
together.
we might put a special together.
Oh, you know what's funny? I was
Ed Asner.
Yeah. We were I mentioned that. I
You
think
did?
first.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that was a There bad was one. a guy on one of my on. I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, I'm on. Your headphones okay. are probably fucked up. Jesus, is this on? Fuck it up. I was on a flight recently, and some guy from behind looked like Lou Grant. Just some random guy.
I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, so
That's a great pick.
So I took a picture of the guy, and I go, Ed Asner was on my flight. I was too nervous to take a picture, and everyone was just like, he should have asked you for your autograph. Like, people actually thought it was him. The guy had he was bald, but his hair was brown. He was clearly. It wasn't. He was a lot younger than. Yeah, clearly. There was a couple people who got it who was just like, wow, that guy hasn't aged a day.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of them. But then all of a sudden, everyone started writing all this stuff. Don't tell him you're friends with Opie. Don't tell him about the Yeah. O&A show. And I was like, God, what happened this time?
Well, it
I was
wasn't
playing
around.
a poker tournament.
It seems when Ant's not around, it gets a little ugly at times. Ant was in the middle of a poker tournament in L.A., and it was me, Joe Rogan. Who else was there? Jimmy, obviously.
Yeah.
And we talked to Ed Asner, and it was so boring. I basically told him, he has to go.
They're telling us you
What?
have to go. Yeah. He's like,
And he was all confused. And yeah.
He said, fuck you?
You've never heard this?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Can we play this for Bill
Ed
Burr today?
Asner saying, fuck you.
And
I think we have just a really short version of.
Yeah, we don't.
He was legitimately angry.
Yeah, we don't need the long version, just to the point. And we're going to put a special together. Uncomfortable interviews.
Yeah.
On the Opie and Anthony show.
Our collection.
Yeah.
Of uncomfortable interviews.
Chris Jericho with Jimmy. There might be too many. This might have to be a two-parter.
Two-parter?
Ashley Dupree.
Oh, you know what?
Was recent.
This could be like a vacation thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
And I remember throughout the years, let's say, we've always said that we'll replay that big fight that happened one day if there was a time where it made sense and it could be narrated or whatever. Maybe this is a good place for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be like the big capper.
The big capper, we could do that too.
That was highly uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
The money shot.
Absolutely.
You were excited.
What's that?
Oh, I thought you were making fun of because you said the big capper. And you really
No,
didn't
I
get
think that was a. I mean, it was a big thing that happened on the show, and I don't think it's ever been replayed, to be honest.
Wait, fucking, you gotta back it up where he calls me the Destroyer. That's
the whole clip's a minute and a half. I thought you wanted to get right.
Oh,
to
a
the
minute and a half.
part.
We could kill a minute and a half.
Oh, that's why they was saying Opie the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And someone's coming up when Patrice offended that cheerleader who wouldn't take her coat off. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
bad.
we had the lingerie bowl.
Yeah, lingerie bowl.
People in.
And she hated fucking Patrice.
And the porn star that left crying.
Yeah. That was a good one.
There was also the Sports
It sounds like a trilogy of books. The porn star that left crying. The butterfly that attacked the hornet. Or whatever
You won't believe.
We might not.
The porn star that left crying.
We might not be able to do this. There's too many.
There was a Sports Illustrated model we had on the phone, and Ope got her all upset, and she hung up because he kept saying how awkward her pinky toe was in her photos.
This girl was perfect.
Yes,
she really was. But I noticed that her pinky toe was a little strange, so I obsessively just talked about that to the point she got really depressed and sad and hung up.
What about when Amanda Pete called in?
Amanda Pete was... What did I do there?
You called her tit silly or something.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't like that.
No, she didn't.
I think we
Dude, you guys should do your own like Hollywood show. Remember that show, Coming Up Next? And they always kiss the celebrity's ass. You guys just do it the other way.
The other way around.
But it's still just as bubbly.
Put this on the Facebook page, then have the hardcore listeners really figure this out for us, and we'll do the top ones of all time, because there is a bunch. All right, hey, we have one more most annoying 30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, the Ed Asner first? What do you want to do? Let's do the most annoying 30 seconds. We'll get this out of the way.
Yeah.
$2,000 up for grabs, courtesy of Steven Singer. I hate StevenSinger.com. The last entry today, Mike Ford, the last finalist.
Mike?
I'm Sam. I'm Sam.
No, I'm Sam.
No, I'm Sam.
How could you be Sam if I'm Sam?
I'm Sam.
How do you do? I'm Sam.
How could you be Sam if I'm Sam?
How could you be Sam if I'm I'm Sam and I'm from New Rock City.
That's annoying.
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah, keep him in there.
All right, so
see how it pans out at the end.
Unfortunately, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 12 in the contest.
Yeah.
We only knocked out 7.
That's okay.
So we'll replay all of them again.
Yeah.
And then we'll make some
at it.
hard some.
That's how you know if it's truly annoying. If you keep playing it and you still hate it.
All right.
I swear, I was in the fucking Caribbean for 2 weeks, and I was fine. Yesterday, here in New York,
you look a little red.
I went out in my fucking backyard and laid down on a chaise lounge, as they call it, chaise lounge by the pool, and fried my face. Look. Look at my neck.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's like where the shirt was, because all I did was lay down and like pass out. I was tired. I'm fucking.
You're fried.
I'm fried.
I say you got some color. You look all right over there.
It's crazy.
You got a little life, a little twinkle in your eye.
I had some. Yeah, I had a tan up until yesterday when I laid out in my backyard, which apparently is on the equator, and fucking just burnt my face.
How many hours did you pass out for?
I don't know, maybe an hour and a half.
6 years.
Yeah, just fucking all day till it was dark out.
Yeah, 90 minutes, that'll do it.
Oh, it will. Yeah, an hour and a half of just in the blazing sun.
I would have had to call in sick if I was out there for 40 minutes.
Oh, please, yeah. You're a little
Bill
what they
knows.
call fair.
Yeah,
fair skin.
So you could handle that. That'll be tan within a day.
Yeah, it'll be
guys
all right,
like me
but-
and Bill. That's a week of fucking torture.
But I woke up
he
and
doesn't
like
even
my
look
eyes
that
are
red.
swollen.
No.
Like I'm a fucking mess. I feel it. It's like everything's tight.
But that's from the bronze tan tomorrow.
Yeah, it's well, booze
The empty
probably.
bottle of Jack next to you and the 12-year-old you were with.
Jesus.
Not 12. Wrong number.
12-year-old.
17.
That's how old the
3/4.
scotch was.
Yeah, nice 12-year-old scotch.
That's a good Anthony roast joke.
Of course.
What was older, your scotch or your date?
I am quite a ghoul. Quite a creepy ghoul.
No, but it makes it so much less creepier if someone owns up to the fact that they're creepy. If you were defending it's like...
You're right.
You know,
I'm not trying to hide a
You
thing.
know Anthony has a cape when he opens the front door.
Come in.
Big giant knocker.
He puts a
Please enter my house.
He puts a pillow on Danny's back.
I must suck the youth out of you.
How old are you? Let me count. 1, 2, 11.
Come out to the pool. We will go in the jacuzzi.
And she's, Anthony, how'd you get out here so quick?
Yes, I just flutter out the back door.
He doesn't turn into a bat, though. He turns into like a fucking old pigeon.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, Count Wapula.
That's me. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you
I don't like fucking touching old bitches.
Well, you could always change your ways.
No. Never.
Yeah.
God.
No, that's perfect. What the fuck are you going to do?
Shit. I don't like fucking...
There's your T-shirt right there. Count Wapula. What the fuck are you going to do?
What are you gonna
What the fuck are you going to do?
I hate when bitches' fucking tits look like you got to rub saddle soap between them. That leathery fucking... horrid shit. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah, like the Real Housewives.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
With
God.
their-
See, you watch
the
that. It's like-
elasticity's gone in their skin, but they're still wearing that hot little top.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I like that shit.
horrible.
I like a nice MILF.
No.
The little freckles, the chest
You
freckles.
don't like that.
From being out in the sun for the last 30 years.
Fuck that. I like a tilf.
I like when they got
Teen.
I like when they got a little arm fat.
You
I
like
when
that
the
little
face is
fucking
pulled,
thing?
when the face is pulled back, but the fucking arms are all wrinkled up still. I like that.
When they're showing them walking away in that gown at some gala event, and the backs of their elbows look like frowny faces. Meh. Meh. Yeah, the elbow skin is like, meh. You just got to put two eyes back there.
Their armpit looks like a pussy.
Oh, God, yeah, the armpit. How does that... You look gorgeous. Oh, the face is out all the work, but the neck is fucking telling you a story.
Yeah, the Angela Lansbury.
The dots on their nipples are too big.
Oh, God.
All right, even I tuned out with that.
Yeah, see, it's
Tapped out Joe.
You know what's sick? I was my girl watches all those Real Housewives shows, and when I saw the one for Orange County, I just looked at it like, all right, they picked out the 6 biggest freaks. They put them on here. No one really looks like this. I did the improv down there. Just walk through them all. It's not obviously not everybody, but the level of fucking plastic surgery. It's worse than Hollywood. It's
Really?
bad. It's like suburban
Bad
plastic surgery. Even the guys, they got that Bruce Jenner facelift where you're white, but you're starting to look slightly Asian.
Where
Is
your
that yanking
eyes
it
can't
back?
fucking... They can never get them the same either.
Can't figure that
You
out.
become completely... Like, you're not symmetrical anymore. One eye's going up. The more they smile, the worse it gets. That smile sideways.
No,
How
and
the fuck
and
do
the
they
mother,
get away
and,
with that?
And the mother,
That's malpractice.
the mother and the daughter like shop at the same place. Like they could trade
great.
wardrobe clothes.
Oh, yeah, Forever 21.
Yeah.
Let's go to Forever 21, Mom. And she thinks she looks it.
Yeah, the dad's wearing those True Religions, like a dragon, diamond dragon on the back pocket.
Yeah, I got pictures. Yeah. Go through just taking pictures of people, tweeting them.
I tell you what I do like is those mob wives. Those chicks are hot.
We had them in.
We had them in.
They're not hot.
The tall, the skinny ones.
The redhead? There was one Jimmy was losing his mind over. She was
that's
hot.
what does it for me. That type of fucking
White trash.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
shit out of you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, if you take a woman,
Anthony, be honest.
A lady.
I'll be honest,
please.
A still very well put together
broad,
45 to 50-year-old broad, and put her up against an 18-year-old. You got to take the 18-year-old.
I totally disagree.
No, because it just feels better on your fingers.
It's too wet.
The skin is better. It's too wet.
It's too wet.
It's too wet.
The vagina lips are just cold from not being in use.
Would you take a fat 19-year-old or an in-shape 42-year-old?
I'd probably take the fat 18-year-old.
Oh, this is fun. All right.
No,
a
young.
19-year-old. A 19-year-old. Wait a minute. A 19-year-old had a kid, C-section, or a hot 41.
Any fucking kid, any woman that's had a kid at that age gets a few years added. So,
right.
so that
C-section.
Yeah, then you got to go with the older broad.
Okay, ready?
41.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
one. An 18
C-section.
And the 41-year-old hasn't had a C-section.
No. Her dad didn't stick around. She still thinks she looks hot. She's doing that shit.
You got to go with the 40.
No
Then you got to go with the 41-year-old.
An 18-year-old redhead,
Yeah.
one gray tooth, that lost around 300 pounds, but she's hot now.
White, like flappy tits.
Yeah, she's hot now, though.
So what's the problem?
Against
the one gray tooth?
A 42-year-old smoking hot.
Who smokes cigarettes.
Smokes cigarettes and talks like this. Anthony, come here for a second. I love your huge cock. Keep it out of the sun.
I don't know.
Why
That's
you always in the basement watching videos on Netflix.
That's a toss-up. I might have to flip over the.
I got it.
What's going to be the deal breaker? Something that comes out of one of their mouths.
Yeah, that would be.
The 18-year-old, when you take her clothes off,
I don't remember
though,
ACDC. All right, you're out.
No, you're in.
Yeah, you're in.
You're in. Good.
I got a dilemma. I got a dilemma one
Yeah.
for you. Here it is.
Okay. All right.
40 years old.
Yeah.
Pretty good body.
Mm-hmm.
Decent tits. Immaculate vagina. Immaculate vagina. Tight, pink, beautiful.
Painted on the inside, on the ceiling of a strip club.
Oh,
that
wow.
level of
Okay.
immaculate.
Just beautiful.
Very good.
Or an 18-year-old, pretty good body, bad tits, and her pussy just smells like the inside of a tooth that fell out of your mouth.
Then I got to go 40.
Yeah, that's it. No, you should have upped the number. You should have said 49.
Yeah, you made it a little too
Bill's
easy.
like, you made it too easy.
Bill's right. You almost had
made it too easy.
I like to see that Ed picks a few older broads, though.
Well, yeah, I'm not completely insane with just youth does not instantly mean best.
It doesn't.
But I'm saying for the most part, I would rather take a 18, 19, 20-year-old girl that would probably be looked at as more of a mess than the older women that's better put together, I guess.
It doesn't bug you that their spinal cord isn't fully developed? Like you can
But I'm not
feel
going
the
with
bones?
a fucking zygote.
What's wrong with
What are you
you, Bobby?
talking about? You can't, at this point, you can't distinguish her from a dolphin embryo.
Doesn't it
They look
bother
the
you?
same.
Doesn't it bother you can't throw her against the wall without having to worry about hurting her?
What is Bobby talking about? Jesus.
It was a joke that he went young.
All right, here's a good one.
I got it.
A hot 39-year-old versus a 7 who's 18, but you got to meet her parents when you pick her up.
Yeah, that adds a psychological thing into it, where it's
Ant's
like
not a fan of the father.
No, I like when they.
I bet the father's not a big fan of old Wapula.
But the good thing is, the only girls that age that would go out with me are ones that the father is so fucked up or out of the picture.
Just a huge fan of the show. She likes your tan.
Really? My tan? I was on a cruise. It's great.
You have to tell the father you're the captain, and then maybe if he had some sort of military background, he'd.
Well, that's great. I was in the Navy myself. Oh Christ! I got to learn nautical terms. Yeah, tie me a sheepshank. He throws me a rope like Quint. You got soft hands, Mister. Call me up from counting money all your life. Not talking about hooking bluegills or Tommy cats.
Shark in a black eye, lifeless eye.
Talking about sharking, working for a living.
What about a 19-year-old smoking hot, batshit fucking crazy, 40-year-old smoking hot, really well controlled?
All right, hold the phone with you, Joe. You fucked it up. Have you listened to that shit? No, not even that. Have you listened to the show? That is the only girls those are the only girls I ever see. Batshit crazy.
Yeah, I know, but so I'm asking from your experience.
Yes, I go with the batshit crazy.
You still go with batshit?
It's my type.
Why wouldn't Wapula go with batshit crazy?
You are a batshit crazy, and I'm a bat. And anyway, any of the older girls that I have been out
He walks
with.
through his house with one of those giant candle holders.
There's no lights on. It's just the big candelabra that I walk from room to room with.
Yeah, Anthony,
with my nightcap on. Walk around. You could stay in this room.
Lightning comes through the window.
Do you talk about the children of the night?
Yes,
you walk through that?
children of the night. Pull the strings! Pull the strings! Yeah. It's, even though, but the older broads I've been with, they're crazy too.
But you can't see them.
Yeah, look. Oh, you look beautiful. I come up behind her in the mirror.
Anthony, why is your shadow over there?
Could you invite me into your room? I cannot just walk in. Boo.
Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a guide for the Don't Sweat the Technique achievement on Agromar and Antorus. For this achievement, you have to defeat the boss after slaying a manifestation of Tayshalak on normal difficulty or higher. In this video, we're doing this on normal and have an average item level of 941. At 80%, the boss will go immune and spawn a few Ember of Tayshalak ads around the room. You can kill all of them except for one. This one should be banished if you have a Warlock, or just CC'd if not. Make sure the ad isn't CC'd right away, let it get close to the middle of the platform. With the ad CC'd, you'll now need to have it hit with 4 Foe Breakers, which is the tank ability, 4 Flame Rends, which is the ability the raid stacks for, and 2 Searing Tempests, which is the ability where the raid runs out. If this ad touches the boss, it'll disappear. So nothing really changes with this fight, except for now, instead of the tanks turning the boss into the raid for Flame Rend, the entire raid will run in front of the boss to stack up for it. The reason you want to make sure the Ember is close to the middle of the platform is because of the knockback of Flame Rend. The Ember will get stacking debuffs indicating how many hits of each ability it has taken. Once it transforms into a manifestation, you can kill it and then continue the fight as normal. The manifestation does increasing raid-wide AoE, but it does not have a lot of health, so save your offensive cooldowns. I just want to stress one last time that only tanks stand in for Foe Breaker, and the raid stands in Flame Rend and then vacates. That was a guide for the Don't Sweat the Technique achievement in Antorus. If you have
I am quite, like I said, quite the ghoul.
We need a black girl scenario. That'll trick him.
Oh, okay.
We need to get a black girl.
I don't
scenario.
have the ages right. Somebody else do it.
The black girl's got to be young, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There's a racist thing that is happening with
Now,
so.
is she fat?
No,
with
18.
the PH.
No, the black girl.
Yeah, she's fat.
The black
PH.
girl's got to be young and smoking.
Yeah.
And what's the equivalent that just fucking makes it where he has a tough decision here?
35-year-old.
Yeah.
Was the perfect girl next door, but she's 35, got a little bit of crow's feet. She's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah, but she's got a lot of cash.
And she pushed out a kid. Or the really hot smoking 19-year-old. Nothing wrong with her. We're testing your racism.
I probably have to go with the black chick.
There you go. Wow, he's turning a new leaf.
Are you feeling okay?
All right,
I think I would.
You got a fever from all that sun yesterday?
Like Francine was years ago.
Yeah. I think you kind of had a little something for Francine.
Well,
the problem with Francine was she was the wrong color, or you would have knocked that one.
I probably would have hit that if I wasn't in a relationship at the time.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would have banged Francine.
Oh, this is breaking news.
Look at this. You spent a few hours out in the sun, all of a sudden you can relate to the blacks.
No, I can't. I got up early. See, that's another one of those stereotype jokes.
Wow. Man just admitted he would have sex with a black girl.
Yeah,
We've been trying to get that done for
I think everybody
years.
knows I would have banged Francine years ago.
Yeah.
She kind of,
But she was, what? She used to tell us. What kind of black was she again?
What? She was a Tootsie.
A Tootsie.
She was a Tootsie, so she was tall, got a little light skin.
She made fun of the other black girls for not being Tootsies.
For being the fucking, what's the other one that they had in Rwanda? The Tootsie and the fucking...
Don Chiato?
There's like 9 jokes that just came out that you don't want to say.
No. The Hutu. Right, Tootsie and the Hutu.
What about a
Janjaweed?
One more. What about a Helen Mirren situation?
Get the fuck out of... Why? How does any guy look at that old bat and think...
let's get a
I'm going to say, that just sounds like an old lady name.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a scenario
We're playing
going.
cards over Helen.
You better come up with a good scenario.
Who's Helen
I ain't
Mirren?
touching that fucking... You know she just smells like baby powder and grandma.
No, she's hot, man.
She smells like a ghost.
No.
She's kind of hot, right, Joe?
I
love her.
I think when guys your age are a little too into way older women, there's some kind of fucking issue there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're clean as a whistle sitting over there.
No, believe me. I realize my issues are my issues. But
no, he has very mainstream issues. He's an older guy who wants to bang younger women.
Yeah, wow.
Rather than just think about it.
Yeah.
Bought
a big house so he could.
Right. Look, I have no delusions. Believe me. If I was knocking tin, I'd be with Helen Mirren. I know what this gig has gotten me. It's amazing.
I know all my MILF issues come from, I'm obsessed with MILFs. I know it all probably stems from the adoption and abandonment and all that.
It has to, right?
I don't doubt it.
But how does that translate into something sexual? That seems sick.
I just
wait. I want to go.
He's sitting there banging children.
I want to.
I know.
Yeah.
Anthony, but can I tell you something, dude? At your age, a girl 21 is a child. What do you talk about?
He has to have a room full of dolls.
I just watched a room full of dolls.
He does.
Go in there.
He gives him a stuffed animal at the end of the night.
He has to fuck him in a crib.
Jesus.
He goes, no, big crib.
It's a big crib. Like a regular sized person.
They're all legal. They've all been legal. I swear.
They come, they go.
That's going to be Anthony when he represents himself in his contract. Just as he's going to be knocking on that big legal table.
They've all been legal.
Yeah, because no lawyer
The jury's
will help
just going
him
to be
out.
looking like, oh, God.
Got to represent himself.
Oh.
Don't you think what you did that night was a little disgusting? Objection! They've all been legal.
I want to go back to Joe, the oldest girl. With this MILF thing you have going. How old were you and how old was she?
The biggest age gap I think I ever. Well, here's the two, and I got to do the math. But the two biggest age gaps I ever had was when I was 21. I lost my virginity very late, obviously, at 21 to like a 37-year-old woman. But then when I was in my late 20s, I made out with and fingered over the pants a 60-year-old woman in a bar. She was hot, though.
I love how we all end our horrible stories with, but she was hot, man.
I paid a 78-year-old lady to fucking play with my asshole and jerk me off.
No, you
I gave her
didn't.
120. Fuck you, I didn't.
78? No, you didn't.
West Hollywood, up the street from Whiskey a Go-Go.
Really?
She was not 78.
Swear to God, dude.
Was she an old hooker?
I was into this mature massage.
Mature is one thing.
How do you know she was 78? Did you look at her driver's license?
You had to know, right?
Hack license
she had that
hanging
Amelia
up.
Earhart headshot.
Miss Crabtree hairdo.
I got into mature massage because it was cheaper. It was like, they were like $100.
That tells you right there my side of the story.
And I went.
Why is it cheaper?
It's cheaper because they're fucking 80.
Thank you.
I went up. She had
you know what a young Thai boy
She might have
costs?
been older. She had
She has a loose lip sync ships tattoo on her forearm.
Yeah, I like Ike.
Paid her in war bonds.
She couldn't give me
You knew she was going to be in her 70s when you showed up?
I didn't know because her face was phased out on the website.
What age does the mature massage start at?
It should start around 40.
Yeah.
40, and they're usually a little chunky, but they're very nice. They give you like 2 hours, very cheap. They give you, one lady used to fucking...
Did she fall asleep at any point during this?
But this lady, her knuckles were, she had arthritis in her knuckles.
Of course she did.
So she she could only give me a massage like with a fucking...
A
Fred Sanford
massage. Oh, God, would she have the big knuckles and the twisted fingers?
Yeah.
How do you know she was 78?
And the nightie didn't fit. She had a nightie on.
Bob,
She had
78 is so old.
She had
That's
cotton
crazy.
candy hair where it was like, all burnt out from years of
That
dyeing.
puppy, they tease it up to try to cover up that they have like 8 strands per inch.
She had a bald spot in the back.
She had a picture of her with the not famous yet Elvis.
Was she into it, or did she
He
have
played
to...
my high school.
Was she into it, or did she have to just pay rent, and this is what she did?
She had to pay rent, I think.
She wasn't into it?
I mean, she had a little... It was right up on West Hollywood, up on the hills, right off the hills, and she had like a house with like a little elevator in it and shit. I think she probably had this house for years and couldn't pay for it anymore. Probably was a hottie patati back in the day.
Forget
back
about
in the
it.
20s.
I bet if you IMDb'd her, she was like 5th lead in like Psycho. She almost made it.
something.
So she got the house.
You know, Errol Flynn rode in this elevator.
Yeah, really?
When did
Jerk me off, Grandma.
Did you know she was really old before you showed up?
No, I thought.
So when you showed up, you said, "What the hell?" Anyway.
Well, yeah, I was there, and then I felt bad. I just felt bad, like she was this fucking poor lady's doing it. I remember she took my hand, but she couldn't hold it, like I had to hold like a knuckle.
Hold my hand.
And
What did she? What did she want? What was the sexual thing she did to you?
It's a massage with a little hand job. She had like fucking 90 cats too. They were just looking at me disgusted.
Oh, great, crazy cat lady.
And then there was a prostate massage supposedly in it, but she was giving me the massage.
Wait,
the hand job.
Suppose what?
Wait.
Supposedly.
Oh no.
Supposedly.
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 She. So at the end, she's
Supposedly.
giving me the hand job, and I went, "Excuse me." I'm just asking. In the ad, it said there's a prostate massage included.
In the ad, what are you clipping it out?
Picture this old lady with her finger up some guy's ass.
She goes like this.
We'll take any competitor's coupon.
He's going to call the Better Business Bureau.
She goes,
"Excuse me."
She goes, "Do you want that?" I go, "I mean, if it's included, yeah, I'll take it."
Oh,
so she snapped another glove on, real angry.
Oh, that giant fucking arthritic knuckle trying to get through.
I think
past your
talking about my asshole. That giant asshole.
Why? He literally
cured her arthritis.
I've known him for 8 years. And I still haven't heard all the stories. He's like William Randolph Hearst, just fucking skeletons in the closet.
More stories come out.
Jesus Christ.
78.
How was the prostate massage?
It was nice because she only could use a knuckle. She couldn't use her finger. I don't like the finger in there.
Yeah.
So she just rubbed it with her
arthritic knuckle.
Fat knuckle.
That was
I like
great.
that fucking.
You like a finger in your ass?
Fingered.
What?
Yeah.
Joe.
I do.
Really?
I don't like
How
that.
deep?
This chick in Traverse City, Michigan, fingered my asshole so hard, my asshole literally hurt for a week from it. I swear to God, she was in there, man.
Really?
I was wasted.
I don't like that.
Did she fuck it up with her long nail?
No, she didn't really have nails. So I mean, you know,
So she was prepared to do this to
she was
somebody that
prepared.
night.
She was prepared. Then the next morning, she got up and she goes, "I gotta go." She goes, "I gotta go pick up my kids." And I was like, "Oh boy, if they only knew it was on your hands."
Bobby, 78.
70. He just had a fucking fist in his asshole.
A fist.
A finger. Don't get gross.
Worse. I move my hips around like a hula dancer trying to keep a finger from getting over there. Like if I feel a finger starting to go into that area,
really?
I'm hip, I'm moving, I'm hip checking. I'm doing everything to let her know, no.
I like it. Worst, scratch those roids for me.
Oh, God.
Hey, worst like line a girl said as she left that just made you cringe and feel like a piece of shit. I got one.
Yeah.
Calling the
got one.
police.
Sorry about the blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucked this chick in my roommate's bed. I had this gay roommate, but he had TV. He was the only one who had TV in the house. So I took her in there. We were watching TV. We wound up fucking, and then her pussy died. I don't know. She didn't have a period. Something happened to her pussy. I hit a cyst. I don't know. I popped something up.
Oh, shit.
I killed something. And the whole bed was covered in blood. You know when you're fucking and you feel blood? It's that different
period
wetness.
blood is different.
Yes. It's like a dry. It's
you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
It's a dry wetness.
I turned on the fucking lights. I panicked because my roommate's fucking. He was gay.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know.
Did you yell like Waltz did in The Godfather when he pulled the sheets down?
Oh, somebody was trying to send Bobby a message through a pussy.
So, yeah, I had to do the sheets. This poor girl, she goes, I don't know. I go, you on your period? She's like, no. She was trying to figure out what happened to her pussy.
Oh, man. Would you scratch it?
She helped.
When you fingered her, maybe you hooked a hangnail or something?
I have no idea. She helped me wash the sheets because I didn't know how to fucking get blood out of anything. And
Bobby probably had a cock ring attached to a wallet chain. He was always over-accessorizing.
Went to fucking Hot Topics.
When I first met him, he had a purse, and he was telling me how he could get away with it because we were looking at it going, what the fuck? No, dude, it's like European, dude. You're like, Bobby, it's a fucking purse.
You know, what, you can put everything in your pocket. Why do you got to do that when you can, boom, you got everything you need.
You whip this out, you wrap it open.
Supposedly the guys in Europe got them.
All you faggots have them now.
All you faggots.
All you faggots have your iPads in them. And I don't even use one anymore.
Yeah. I had a girl.
No, Joe. Before you start with another girl, I want to know about the 60-year-old broad in the bar.
I met her at Caroline's, man. I met her at Caroline's. She was with a group. They were stewardesses, and she was with a group of young girls.
With Piedmont Airlines?
Eastern Airlines?
I got to catch my DC-3 back to
Pan Am.
And knowing she's a stewardess makes it not as bad, by the way.
Well,
a 60-year-old stewardess, not as bad.
And you know
the funny part, the varicose veins from standing on your feet all day.
Good point. And the change of pressure all the
altitude,
time.
yeah.
She's just got blood clots all the way up to her knees.
These planes are swell. They don't go down like the Titanic did. so yeah, she was a steward.
What was her line? Coffee, tea, or me?
She
23 skidoo.
She was hanging out with all these younger, she worked with all the girls. She was with all the girls she worked with, and they were all in their 20s. And she was, and I swear to God,
at what point did you know you were in like Flynn?
Errol Flynn.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. No, I had to.
When did you realize all the 20-year-olds didn't want you, and you had to go for the 60-year-old?
This is the fucked up part.
Joe.
When I said thank you, good night at the end of my set, I knew that I was out. Now, this is the fucked up part to Anthony's point about me having a problem. I was so locked on her and none of the 23-year-old that she was like almost being like, what the fuck's wrong with you? There's like 20.
What are you doing?
2-year-old pussy around you. Why are you coming in? And I had to literally convince her to hook up with me because I was like, I want to fucking hook up with this 60-year-old, man. I was really, really fucking into it. You know.
Sometimes there is the sure thing bet. You bet the favorite. You know, the 20-year-olds are the long shots at the track. You don't want to invest your money or your time.
Yeah, safe investment.
Yeah, you went with the favorite.
I'm a clear believer in that. I always go for the goofy face, hot body. If there's a room full of smoking chicks,
that's a good combo.
They happen 23 and 5. They round the far turn. Here comes the 60-year-old bag down the stretch. She's ahead by 12 lengths. Joe DeRosa wins.
You didn't get much from her, Joe.
What it is.
Now, we made out in the bar, and then I was rubbing her vagina over her pants.
What was left of it?
Yeah,
she had really firm
pairs of
nylons that she got from some guy that came back from France.
Yeah, look like Ben Franklin's head.
Her boobs were really firm.
That was breast cancer.
Oh, God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. God forbid.
That's brutal.
God forbid.
That's just really disgusting. I liked older women when I was young, and old to me was 35, and then when I got to be 35,
now older women are too.
Now I started to go
just
down.
keep
Gotta go the other way. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Higher.
I get mad now when I watch
Card Sharks. All of it higher.
Another good point. You're a MILF guy.
Yeah.
How old are you about?
33 now.
So how old will you go to keep the MILF thing going?
If I watch a little MILF porn now, I'll go up to 60s. If they're hot, like hot 60s.
Wow,
but
really?
Chicks in their 60s can be hot now.
Don't say chick in their 60s, by the way. It doesn't work.
That's a
bird.
A woman.
A bird in her
60s.
A broad.
Once a girl really hits the 30s,
Joe's lady
the
friend.
chick thing goes away.
Listen, once a
lady friend.
Joe's lady friend.
She calls you my gentleman visitor.
Yeah.
And my lady friend.
Joe,
Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a guide for the Stardust Crusaders achievement on Argus and Antorus. For this achievement, you have to collect 20 motes of Titanic power within 5 seconds, and then defeat the boss on normal difficulty or higher. In this video, we're doing this on normal and have an average item level of 940. Prior to pulling, assign at least 6 people to be the mote collectors, and also assign them to a Titan. This will be the area that they are in charge of collecting. Do the fight normally, and then in the last phase, bring the
brooch for Christmas.
boss down to about 5% health. Throughout the last phase, the boss will be spawning re-originating orbs around the room. With each spawn, there will always be one more orb than the last time. When 5 orbs spawn, you'll want to have the assigned moat collectors and anyone else who may want to help kill themselves. Make sure you don't have too many people dead though, because you still need to kill the boss after. When a set of 6 re-origination orbs spawn, you want to have all the alive DPS kill them. When they die, they spawn orbs in the dead realm. Have someone do a quick countdown, and then everyone in the dead realm collect as many of these as you can. If someone is watching Kazgoroth's energy, he'll need to have at least 80 within 5 seconds for this achievement to be completed. Make sure no one starts collecting the orbs early, make sure the assigned people are at their assigned titan, and make sure that if you're collecting the orbs, you use any speed boost you have. That was a guide for the Stardust Crusaders achievement in Antorus. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.
Oh, it's a hat pin.
Oh my God!
Can we get some 60-year-olds in here and you pick one?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You would really want? You'd really do that?
I would do that in a second. Are you
I
kidding?
wouldn't fuck a 60-year-old.
I'm getting
I
excited.
wouldn't fuck. I would let her jerk me off.
Yeah.
And let me cumsies. But there's something about an old vagina. Something happens to the vagina, like the outer rim of vagina.
Yes,
the
yes.
lips get like.
Well, it's gravity.
It's kind of like, you know, the fat on a steak.
It's like
it gets a little hot, like it starts to die.
It's
a little
necrotizing.
Yeah, the pink is in there.
You ever been to the Grand Canyon? It's like the rim of the Grand Canyon. It starts collapsing.
It's all dry.
From time.
Gravity does start, weighing on the parts and pulling them down.
Yeah.
So you can't have like a prolapsed
You ever
vagina.
have squid?
What?
You ever have squid, like calamari?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sautéed version, but the squid is too big and hard. It's like that.
It's not tender.
I'm just
It's not
picturing
juicy.
like the picture of all the kids she's had. They're all in like their 50s.
Oh, yeah.
He was
all
in,
the photos
he was
on
in
the wall.
plastics. He got in the ground floor of plastics. That's where he made his money.
There's Bobby. Lost him in the war.
As you're walking through the hallway to her bedroom, are there just those
Vietnam, no,
collage
Korea.
pictures? All black and white photos of her in lederhosen.
We got to get some 60-year-olds in here for Joe DeRosa.
I would do that.
How do we do
literally
that?
in a
Because we don't have that type of audience.
60-year-old women is a little out of our demo.
So maybe we could get some grandmas, some of the listeners' grandmas in here or something.
They got to be hot grandmoms, like
How old was that stripper, Ant? That
Which
came
one?
in at NEW.
Oh shit! I don't.
We had a
even
stripper
remember
that came in. She was in her. Listeners will help us out with everything. They know all this shit. I think early 70s.
Oh, you could see every fucking vein in her tit. She looked like that Visible Woman's model when you were a kid.
We brought her to one of our road shows. She was a hit.
Does she dance to like hip hop, or does she just keep it old school?
Yeah, that's the rug act. And then she gets up, dances fast.
Yeah, she probably go and take it through 7 decades of stripping. Little time travel.
She does a fan dance.
It's like a ride at Disney World. It's a Disney World ride.
5'2", eyes are blue, but what those 5 foot could do? Has anybody seen my gal?
You can sacrifice yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage Helen. Here she comes, beautiful. You may have seen her at the USO tour for our boys over in Tunisia.
Within the 20s before it was unacceptable. She's a bad girl. She's a card-carrying member of the Communist Party.
God, that's hot.
She's a little intellectual. She likes to discuss politics.
Yes, an intellectual. She has her own ideas. She's actually been seen smoking cigarettes and wanting to vote.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Like Little Rascals teachers and parents.
How bad was the 7-year? I mean, let me ask you, because you're going to say she was decrepit.
She wasn't bad.
Like hot for 70.
You got to remember, she was probably 71, 72, I would guess. Did anybody come up with the answer, Ant?
Oh,
how old she was? It was NEW.
How old was she, and what was her name? Does anyone know?
I know we have pictures that used to be on a website. We should find those pictures today, E-Rock, if you got them.
She was Joe, when you were with that girl, did you, and she wanted to put some music on? Did you, she turned on like an old record player with like a 78 of the Andrews Sisters?
Yeah,
she had
he's
the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy and company.
Yeah. Let me crank it up first, and then we'll get some tunes going.
Did you answer?
Cracks your dick like that?
It had a bird on it.
Did you answer the question why she didn't go all the way with you?
I tried to get her to take me back to the hotel or bring her. I don't remember which, or bring her back or whatever it was. And
She's probably sharing a room with somebody.
She wouldn't do it. She was like, no, not this time. And then she came back.
Probably won't be a next time. You
saw
her a second time.
Well, she came back and called me like a year later, and then by that point I was like, I'm not into this. I can't do this.
Oh yeah, she's so old now.
Did an fucking menopause was over.
Did an operator connect her? Pennsylvania 69000.
Oh my God!
He got a telegram.
That's right. Operator, get me Klondike 59625.
No, it's Klondike. What the hell's wrong with you?
Klondike.
Joe, I figured we could go to Coney Island.
Yes, connect me with Bensonhurst 79326.
She was there only 4 numbers back then? You knew that too, right?
Of course, there was just like, well, you didn't have to put in anything.
Yeah, she showed up. She showed up like a year later, and she called me. and She goes, "Hey, I'm in town." And I said, I can't really hang out tonight, and I kind of dodged her. And then she showed up
to town by train.
by
ship.
Yeah, ship.
14 big cases.
Big steamer trunk
boxes.
When she got in, she was on the bow of the ship going like this.
Waving a handkerchief
with a bird feather.
The Statue of Liberty behind her.
Bird that's extinct. I'm with you, Bobby.
Immigrants crying all around her.
The war is over.
We get it. She's old.
Her dress kept dragging in the mud.
You're no gentleman.
Jesus. Yeah. So she came back and then she found me. I dodged her, and then she showed up at my show, and I was hanging out in front with another comedian. And she walks up, and she's like, "Hi, you didn't think I'd find you, did you?" Right? That's what she said.
I had a private eye.
And
like film noir.
Who was the other comic?
It was Jay Okerson. You know, Jay?
He wouldn't bust your balls, right?
No, I go, all right.
Probably wanted to double team her.
Yeah.
Dude, you get her over, I'll fuck her in the ass.
Oh, shit. And he didn't know the story, and I go, all right, well, I'll see you inside. And she went inside the club, and I just turned to Jay, and I go, I made out with that chick last year, and we just started laughing.
Did you feel anything when you were massaging her vagina? Any warmth? Any moisture?
Calcium deposits.
It felt like a trampoline in the rain.
Because there is, a moisture issue when they get older, I think, right?
No, I think it dries up like a
That's
fossil.
what I mean. A moisture issue, like the other way around. Yeah, it dries up a little bit. It's like the plains of the Serengeti.
Yeah, no,
it's like that piece of tire on the highway you run over?
The old piece of retread that came off.
Came off a truck. It's like that. It's all wrinkled.
I got a buddy that's so disgusted by anything over 35. You'll see like a hot 36-year-old. You go, look at that chick. She's hot. And he goes, please, I'd rather drag my dick along these rocks. Fucking cunt will be drier than that fucking bed of sand over there.
At 36.
Oh, dude, he's brutal.
36 isn't old.
No, that's not. Even I say that's not old, and I'm fucking crazy for like, I had to actually go on a website and check state laws. I've actually
on vacation so you don't get arrested?
had to go, okay, now I can pick her up. I can drive her to New York.
She's not allowed to be barefoot.
I can't fuck her in her home state.
Yeah,
Anthony has to fuck in a tunnel.
There was actually a time where I was able to I could have sex with a girl, but I couldn't show her any pornography on the internet.
Oh,
that was illegal.
Christ. But he researched
which is fucked up.
He researched all that.
Which if you ask me, is one of the most fucked up laws ever. You can have sex, but you can't let them see a picture of a naked person or take a picture of them.
Oh, the hypocrisy.
It really is.
What happens if you fuck in a mirror?
Yeah, I know, right? Look, she's seeing it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a quandary.
But they will not see me.
The perfect crime.
No reflection from me because I am a ghoul.
Jesus Christ. Once you're taking girls over state, once you're committing the man act.
That's a man act.
Yeah, just
knocking down mailboxes, driving through people's backyards.
That's the
Got
man
a girl
act.
in the car. That's a man act.
From Smokey the Bandit.
Yeah,
Transport over state lines. That's the man act.
That's a man act.
That's kidnapping.
Kidnapping the baby.
Greatest movie ever.
Yeah, fucking insane.
The man act.
With that,
Thank you, nice lady.
We're going to take a break. Officially welcome Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly, and, of course, Bill Burr to the show today.
Yes, cheat.
We're going to talk about cheatthemovie.com after the break and some other things, right?
Absolutely.
But we have to take a break because we have Mother's Day reads and all that crap.
Oh, that's good
Which I
after
think
that
is fitting.
conversation. Yeah,
Joe, you ever hook up with a chick who had polio as a child?
Joe hooked up with a chick, and she paid for dinner with beads.
Oh,
it's old.
Trying to get rid of me?
Yes.
What are you doing? What's the sign language?
Ed.
He's our producer.
And he decides when a guest is getting a little too boring, and that was the sign
What the fuck?
he usually gives. And
More
what's the problem?
disrespect to
We're
Ed
having,
Asner.
we're having a good interview with Ed Asner.
I can tell you, Anthony, that's the last time I'll ever be on your show.
No, that was yeah.
I've suffered your insults enough. And I certainly wouldn't come back again. I'll be glad to talk to you about the Columbia
I would love to talk to you
documentary
about
some
that.
other time
That was
when he's
fascinating.
not around. Can I talk
to you, Ed? I'm a big fan. I love you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But be sure that he's not in.
I know he does this all the time. I'm a big fan. I'm very happy to have you on the show.
He's a destroyer.
He's a destroyer.
Destroyer.
He's like Gordon Gekko. He builds nothing. He liquidates. He's filthy.
Yeah. He's greasy.
Yes, he is.
I don't want to
swarthy.
smell his shorts.
He's a Sven
In quotes, I don't want to smell his shorts. Ed Asner.
Bravo.
The great Ed Asner.
Great Ed Asner.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much. You're a destroyer. He called you a destroyer.
Wait till Anthony hears this on the replay.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Hey, Jimmy, get back here, man. I start sweating. Ed, no, come on. Give me a handshake, please.
Fuck you, they said. No, fuck you. Dude, Ed Asner just said fuck you. Oh, that's phenomenal.
The virus. Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Like a romantic novel now.
Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly. You might hear in the background Bill Burr saying, talking about his movie Cheat, cheatthemovie.com. Playing tonight all over the place. Well, tonight at the Clearview Cinemas, Chelsea 4. Can they just go to cheatthemovie.com for movie time?
I think they're sold out, except for Thursday.
I think every showing
sold out.
Every showing except for tomorrow, I believe he showed up. But if you go to TribecaFilm.com and then search cheat.
What? Why only 15 minutes?
It's a short film.
It's a short.
That's a short.
Hence the name.
We don't have a million to make a long.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, this is how you get in. You make a short one.
All right, calm down.
Worth of money.
It's a good question. I was talking to Ann about this. Could this possibly lead to a longer version of this film?
Yeah, like a lot of films have done like
Sling Blade.
I heard Meet the Parents was like that. They guy made a short one, they liked it, and then turned it into a long movie, and then attached a bunch of
Actually, the Fockers, Meet the Fockers, was actually a short in
That's
Tribeca.
what he just said.
Yeah.
He just
started with Meet the
You
Parents.
said Meet the Parents, right?
Which was the
Yeah,
first
well, that's
one.
the first one.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't start with the third
you
movie
guys
of the trilogy.
You guys could have corrected me when I told you that fucking 2 days ago.
It's just fun hearing you say shit wrong.
I hate that. I'm the one who told him that. He just fucking threw it off as his knowledge.
Yeah, but you
he didn't
fucked up because you didn't listen to what he just said.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me I
Why are you
sucked 2
blaming me,
days ago.
Bob? You should have jumped right in from the beginning and said Meet the Parents. You said Meet the Bob. You said the wrong thing. We all do it sometimes.
And you literally said it right after he said it.
I can't
showing that
defend
you weren't
myself.
listening at all.
Absolutely. I'm a fucking...
Good buzz in the movie, though, huh?
Fucking doomy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know, we have a feature-length script based on this written already, basically. So we're hoping to try to sell it.
Because that's what everybody told us. Said you're going to go there, and if people like it, they don't just go, "Oh, that was great." They go, "We loved it. What else you got?" So we got.
And then you got to have something to hand them right away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people are liking this, right?
So far.
Joe went to the first one on Saturday night. We weren't there. We were on the road. But he was at the premiere on Saturday.
Yeah, I was at the premiere of our first movie we ever did at De Niro's Festival. These fucking guys were in Poughkeepsie.
Why would you go with that? Yeah, wouldn't you just blow the gig
First of all,
off?
because we could get gigs.
Oh, damn.
We had to pay called mortgages.
Yeah, and also, my gigs, I already sold all the fucking tickets.
I know, it's just
I already
just making a joke.
Such a cunt.
Yeah, I was just making a
He
joke.
always tries to make himself like he's more responsible. You probably fingered an 80-year-old when you should have been talking to a producer, you creep.
Oh, they got you, Joe.
They got me.
What's the
gist? What's the gist of the movie?
We can't say too much
Because
there's
there's a left
15 minutes.
Well, there's a left turn. We want to give it away, but it's basically three pieces of shit get together to combine their piece of shitness to try to accomplish a goal.
Yeah, we're trying to pull off the perfect heist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's a character named Doc. There's a time machine made out of a DeLorean.
That's cool.
The guy goes back. There's a lot of cool shit going on.
It starts off, you think it's a serious movie, then there's a left turn, then it.
Yeah, and it's 3D.
Are you?
Oh, wow.
You were at the premiere?
Yes, I went.
Were you sitting in the audience when they were showing this thing?
Yeah.
And?
It killed. It was great. I was really actually, I don't want to say surprised, like I didn't believe in the movie, but I was surprised at how good of a reaction it got. I was really, really excited about it.
I couldn't have, dude, even if I was there, I couldn't have sat. Just the level of powerlessness. Because as a comedian, if it's not going well, you couldn't just, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, blame the crowd.
Right,
but the film is just done.
It's there.
And if it's bombing, there's just nothing you can do but slide under your
Bill just
seat.
runs up to the screen. Hey, motherfuckers! Fuck you!
Yeah.
It's good.
I did Dane. We did the 8 Guys premiere, and he showed a animation that he did before the actually 8 Guys. It fucking tanked.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing worse than being in a room full of fucking no laughs.
Oh my
Just
God.
this and watching a cartoon at that.
Good thing you could dab his eyes with $100 bills, huh? Get it?
I was nervous.
Find them.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Wow. He's found most of it, hasn't he?
Oh boy.
He's talked about it on the show. Why are you looking at me?
I didn't even get that for half a second.
Yeah.
I just, you don't get a joke. You just look around trying to read people's
Wait,
face.
what did that
What was
mean?
the subtext?
A little inside,
I was,
but some people
Deaf
know what that's
person at a
about.
comedy show.
So you guys might have something here.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. We're hoping for the best, but you don't want to get your hopes too high up.
Because
And,
what do you do with this
just,
film if it doesn't become a longer feature?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
That's a cold
Throw it
bucket
up.
of water of reality.
Put it on
We're
a
still in
website
fantasy
somewhere.
land here.
Yeah.
But isn't that a real
Facebook on
question?
Saturday when you're lonely. Hey guys,
Yes.
check out this.
Here's something that we thought would change our lives.
Oh damn! Fucking 90 comments from shit dicks. Go fuck yourself.
You sucked. Yeah, all right.
You know what? I'm actually willing to bet. I'm willing to
Fucking
bet.
assholes.
Even some of the bigger cunts that listen to this show will actually enjoy it. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, we're going to send it to more festivals after this one, and you just hope that at one of these things something will happen.
But that's the reality. You really, it has to be longer for it to be successful for you guys, right?
Yeah, in all fairness, the short has opened other doors. It's like we wrote this book that we
get
have
a
coming
book deal
out
out of
that
it.
you guys were involved in for those interviews we did, and so that'll be coming out next year. So that was,
and you can get the movie will be in the back of the book. So
Yeah,
that's the way
so-
we're going to get. Yeah,
And it will be
there you
available
go.
and download for like iTunes. If you buy the book, you'll be able to get the movie
yeah.
too.
So at the very least, we got that.
yeah, and also too,
Interactive.
like
Who came up with this idea?
with what
Sheet.
with the story for the film.
Yeah.
It was basically a true thing that happened to me, and Bobby and I were talking about it in the diner, and Bobby said, let's do this as the short film. Bill had the idea that we should do a short film, and then we were like, all right, let's think of something. And Bobby and I were talking in the diner one day, and I was telling him this jam I was in.
He was in.
And Bobby went, we should do this as our movie idea. We called
There's
Bill.
an
He
old
was
woman
like,
involved.
yeah.
Great.
Couple old broads are involved.
Yeah.
You know.
Make out
session with an old bag.
I've known about this movie for a while now, and I still don't know what the fuck it's about because of the left turn.
Well, you were going to come down on Saturday, right? You almost made it, but then because you forgot it was Easter weekend.
Yeah, which we thought was amazing. As a married man with a child, you had no idea it was Easter. That's amazing. That's amazing. You should have used a better one there.
Yeah, you didn't buy any
Is
candy?
this weekend Easter? I had no idea. He's probably standing there in a bunny rabbit suit. That's one of the worst excuses we got.
I've never supported you fuckers.
He can't even look at us. Look at us. He's looking away.
I wanted to go. His wife is painting whiskers on his face with eyeliner.
I was trying to figure out how I could do that. Kind of had something else I had to do. I wanted to
definitely, you've come out to all our shows.
Kill me with the jokes, but I did want to go.
But we do have to break your balls a little bit with that.
Is there another screening I could go to?
He's trying to move the ball forward.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good.
You didn't even go to the premiere.
Huh? I don't need
That's
to.
a good point. You got a good point.
Wait, so why am I supposed to go if you weren't there?
Yeah, but I said I didn't go to the premiere because I have a gig in Milwaukee and Detroit. I didn't say. I had no idea.
I had a gig in Philly with the fucking Easter Bunny.
It is hilarious. It is. Dude, I was going to visit you in the hospital, but I forgot till today it was my birthday. Yeah. I had no fucking idea. Shit. Yeah, you know me, always forgetting stuff.
Sitting there with a party hat on, frosting on the side of his face.
Wait, so Joe's the only one there, right?
Yes.
So you're busting my balls, but you weren't going to be there, and you weren't going to be there.
We couldn't.
We're not giving you shit for not being there. We're just saying you should have just said, I can't make it.
Yeah, it's not like we did the movie premieres are at like from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. That would be a different story. Saturday night for you is pretty much a night off.
He was in Philly for Easter, is what he said.
I had to go down to Philly for Easter.
No, you could have supported us.
You didn't even support yourself.
Yeah, but your kid's not even going to remember the system.
Man, help me out. He didn't even support himself, and I'm supposed to go?
We're not going to get Anthony out of that fucking
we don't have a problem with Anthony. We knew he wasn't showing up.
We know.
Unless we had the premiere at like a Hooters. Yeah. We knew.
DVD, I'll watch it in my own theater.
Anthony,
I don't go out.
Anthony, the premiere is on the corner at the end of your block. All right, I'll be there.
All right. What time?
Mustang goes by late.
Can I get a copy of the movie?
We have a link. We have a link you can watch it
The
on.
secret link?
Yeah, we sent it to Kenny
I'll
this
tweet
morning.
that shit.
No, don't do that.
Oh my God!
Relax, Joe.
Yeah,
Joe's like,
I don't
no.
trust him.
What the fuck,
I don't
Joe?
trust him. A man who pisses off Ed Asner. What are you, an idiot?
What?
Don't give these guys the movie on
I
any
didn't give
level.
him anything yet.
Hey, why did you say these guys though? I would just watch it at home and be like,
you can give Anthony the link on Monday, but you can't give it to him on Friday.
I might get drunk.
Yeah, you get shit-faced.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Live from the compound!
Hey, let's just watch the movie right here. Fuck it.
Commentating on it.
Yeah.
Someone's going to put it up on the internet anyway.
You know how the internet is.
When's
Might as well do it first.
Yeah.
When's the book coming out?
Not till next year. It'll hopefully be out February or March of 2012.
Yeah, we just turned it
Takes
the first
forever,
draft.
man.
And what's the book about? Obviously, cheating.
Well, no.
Yeah, we can't really.
We can't talk about
The
it.
whole
what
thing
the
just.
fuck are you here for?
Wow.
We'll promote the movie.
We just gave you an hour of fucking the Golden Girls. You don't want.
I want to promote your shit, but you're too vague.
They're being mysterious.
Very mysterious.
I think it's working.
This left turn must be a hell of a left.
Well, no, we're going the exact opposite of remember the Speed 2 trailer? Where it's like, if we got to keep this boat at 60 knots or we all die. And then they show them running around the island. They showed you right through halfway the third act.
So obviously they didn't die. They're
so
on
the joke
island.
I've been using, the way we're describing it, somewhere between our promotional, somewhere between Speed 2 and the Crying Game.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of it, but then when I can't give away the twist.
Yeah, with 15 minutes, it's very hard to give a little synopsis of the movie without ruining the movie.
Yeah, people giving us shit. The trailer's too short. It's a 15-minute fucking movie.
And we can't show you shit in the trailer because then you'll we don't want you to ruin the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And all these guys who give a shit about this, once they see the movie, they'll get why you can't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Well, we were going to the party. The parties are fucking great. Me and him went to the opening last week. Fucking. It was crazy. Like 3,000 people there, outdoors. Yeah, Leary was there.
Scorsese was there.
And what's her name?
Elton John.
Elton John was there.
How do you get a movie? So you make the movie and then how does it become part of the film festival?
You gotta submit it.
You submit it and then
with 9
so who
zillion
got
other
the
people.
so who got the call that we accepted your film?
This is the story. We were.
I think that's kind of cool.
We were trying to submit it to festivals, but we're 3 lughead fucking comedians. We had no idea how to do it. We're missing deadlines left and right.
But you didn't even know. I'm joining everything on the internet, like all these fucking communities. I get shit email every day from Without a Box Festival.
But did you guys even know how to make a movie?
Well, we've
all fooled around with a video camera, but did you know about lighting and all that
Joe
shit?
went to school for that shit.
Yeah.
Did you really, Joe?
I went for video production, and I wanted to be a director. And you know,
all of us.
yeah, I don't know.
That was the easy way through college.
I knew how to nonlinear edit from school, and I knew how to work a camera. You know, lighting and stuff wasn't great, but that's a DP's job usually. So
Joe put together a good crew, though.
So you hired some good people that do that shit.
Yeah,
Joe did a fucking crazy job directing this. Really, when I watched it, I was like, oh shit! Like,
yeah, this actually looks like a movie.
Oh, it looks real. Really?
Yeah, I thought it was going to look like a YouTube video, but when I watched it, I was like, oh shit! There's a lot of responsibility that's going to come from this.
The first time I watched it, I literally had my thumb on the stop button. I was like, the first time I get douche chills, I'm shutting this off, and I was just like, fuck, this actually looks halfway decent.
Everybody watches the movie like this. Ready? At the end of it, they're like, "That was really good." Like
that's like a surprise. Like, wow, you guys didn't suck.
Hey, what happened there?
Yeah,
no,
it was good.
This guy Andres Carew, who was our DP, really made it look beautiful, and also hired a great sound man, because that sound is so important, man. You know, it's gotta. You gotta have a guy that knows how to mic everything properly and have the backup. You
gotta pick up the words, Joe.
Oh, Bill, you gotta get the words of the meat.
It's gotta sound the same, you know. But you don't want the sound sounding different every.
Levels all fucked up. One of Joe's chicks just playing some fucking ragtime piano underneath it.
Ragtime.
So do.
Sounds like a speakeasy.
I just think it's a great story because I've known you guys for a while. I didn't know you as a filmmaker, and now all of a sudden you're in this fucking film festival, and there's a buzz on this thing.
Here's what it was our first time out of the gate doing any of this stuff. So obviously we're extremely honored and flattered to be part of this festival. So, but you know. Because it was our
fucking Oscar, all right? We're extremely honored. I'd like to thank God.
I was waiting for some sort of evil to enter into this.
Let's not forget Haiti.
Imagine they're up for a short film.
Oh my God!
We'll never have you guys back.
No, it'll be over.
I just got nominated for an Emmy. For consideration. No, Louis,
but you got to pay for that, right?
I don't. FX is, and
yeah, you know, to win
they sent me an email with for consideration for the Louis show, the episode of. They sent me. I called the lady. I go, are you fucking with me? But it wasn't. She didn't get that. I thought it was somebody really fucking with me.
Right.
But she was like, no, sir.
Which episode?
The Mother episode.
Yeah,
I found
that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, you know you have there's a submission fee.
Really?
One time I had a some stand-up thing. And they go, do you want it to be, maybe, I don't know if this was Emmys, do you want it to be considered for a such and such award? It's like, who doesn't want to win a fucking award? I'm like, absolutely. They go, okay, it's a $600 submission fee just so they'll watch it. I'm like, isn't that job? They're supposed to be watching.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I would have.
So I paid it.
How much do I
Of course I did.
How much do I pay to win, motherfucker?
I talked to Louis, though. I was like, hey, thanks for that. He was like, yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen, but you'll see your name.
Oh, shit.
Your name will be my name will be with all the other names that, you know, are going to be.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, just relax.
No, they're not going to have fucking bald, fat me. I know you guys don't know me, but thank you, Mom. It's not going to happen.
It's all bought and sold, Bob. It's a filthy business.
Filthy.
Goddamn
Follow the money. Follow the money.
Bobby was fucking hilarious last night. We were at one of those parties for the festival. And it was just all the people trying to meet someone important, so there was nobody there who seemed like we could do anything.
That was important.
Oh, there probably was. We just had no idea how to meet. We were classic comedians. We just ended up sitting by ourselves in the corner,
goofing on everybody.
No, actually just trashing each other, right? So at one point there was these two gay guys, in their 50s or something, wearing tight flannel shirts, and that song "Raspberry Beret" came on. And one of the guys was just starting to go all out dancing. I just look over at Bob. I go, dude, I'll give you $100 if you go over and start dancing with that guy. And Bob's eyebrows go through the ceiling.